Now, I promise y'all I'm going to try to go live every day. I'm going to try, okay? Do not hold me to it, okay? But I'm going to try. I'm going to try. So, but I love you guys. Welcome back to the SeanDavieWay Show. I love you all. Please hit the like. Ooh. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. This coffee kind of nasty today. Did I use the right coffee? I wonder. I need to thank Ernestine, Leah, and Danielle. Okay, you people, ladies, cash at me, and I really appreciate it. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I believe that's Ernestine. Yeah, Ernestine, Leah, and Danielle. Okay, I love you and thank you. You're so sweet. At least I know y'all care about me. At least I know y'all care about me, girl. Please hit the like. Ooh, look at all of y'all. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Hey, Petty. Vila Shay, Erica, Truth Hurts, Creole, Dayla, Baby Shay. Oh my God, I love you. Dayla. Did I say hi to Dayla? I feel like I did, but oh well. Love you. Danielle, hi boo, hi. Christina, Kaz, hi boo. Shelly, I am the huntress. Be Rich, hello. Black Butterfly, I love that name. No Cold Cora, Creole Cutie, my baby. Dander Juice, hi boo. How'd you see? Oh my God, this is my nightmare. Oh my God. I love y'all. I said hi. I said that. I said I remember saying petty. I didn't say, but I was talking to you. I was talking. This see, this is the nightmare because then you get the people that be like, hello, I did say my name, Sean. Like, hello. So I love you guys. I love you guys. Hi, I'm the huntress. I'm the huntress. I said your names. Love you. Shout out to Shell. All of y'all left got a hi boo. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am a middle. Y'all never ask that. Y'all always say top or bottom. What about middle? Like, what about that? Are you a top, middle, or like, does middle not count? I'm not a part of the LGBTQ, Robert Q, so I wouldn't know. I'm not that gay to know all of the positions and the titles and all of that. No, I have 4 children, okay? So I have never been gay enough to not have been in vagina. I'm not that gay. You know, you still gay, so you hear like, coochie and you, ew, like, you say coochie in front of me? Correct. Correct. All get all up in it, yeah. I'm that guy. So yeah, I don't know nothing about. I don't know nothing about all of that. And I'm a girl. Only women turn gay. Correct. There's no such thing as a man. Men are born that way. You just know. Women are the only ones that can turn gay. Correct. Yes. There be ones walking around as studs, but got 6 kids at the house. Only women. Men don't get to do that. We don't get to turn gay. Women get to. They get to go back and forth. Okay. If I sleep with a man, gay. I can't. If I go back to a woman, still gay. You still what to do. But if a woman does that, it's fine. It's just no big deal. She can go sleep with a dude, be a stud, all of that for years, fight dudes, all of that. Correct. And then put in some micro braids and a bra and a skirt and a halter and just go be in a relationship with a dude and it's just fine. It's just no judgment. It's completely okay. But with the dudes, whole nother situation. So only women can turn gay. Men can't do that. There is literally no such thing. And I'm a girl. Do you watch anime? Kinda. Kinda. I always get scared that if somebody sees me watching anime, they think that I like little kids. I. So I get nervous. and watching cartoons and stuff like that. I only felt comfortable watching it with my churn. Like, that if they watched it, then like I'll watch like with them, and whatnot. But if you just sitting there watching anime, who you watching this for? Like, it's like, yeah, my girl. Don't come here talk about no free Palestine. When Mia talking about she don't rock with the BLM movement. So yeah, no. No, no, absolutely not. Don't free Palestine. Nope. No, we don't have time for that. She don't have time for BLM. She don't have time for, Black Lives Mattering. We don't have time for Palestine. So, yes, we don't, sorry, Palestine. Mia Runter for y'all. It's a wrap for y'all. The title of the show, what is it? I don't even know. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Shout out to Danny Drew. She says Samurai Shampoo. Yasuki. What? Canon. Abustas. Blue Eye Samurai. Okay. I know some of these words. I know some of these words. Real. But maybe. Maybe. But I don't know what that word. I don't know what none of that word. And my girl, I says, hi, Sean, are you feeling better? Yes, I am feeling much better. Can y'all black backhand? Because that's weird. Shout out to Russell Westbrook. Love him. But yeah, that's weird. Get rid of that person. It's annoying. Absolutely. Guys, I've been here before. This is not a game. Okay. Yeah, okay, girl. Yeah. So the title of the show is Wendy Speaks, and she outed Diddy years ago, which she did. Okay. Do y'all remember when Wendy Williams had put up a picture of Diddy having SCX with another man? Do y'all remember that? So years ago, Wendy Williams had put up a picture. This was like either like early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, something like that. And she had put a picture out of Diddy with another man. Mhm. And do y'all know that that photo that she had put out had got her suspended from her radio show? They was trying to fire her. They was. They was trying to because of the diddler. Yeah. Because of the diddler. Yeah, he did also. When I say that Wendy and Diddy have had a really tumultuous past, they really have. So when he went and sat down on her show, I was shocked that ever did happen because he was on her row. When he wasn't trying to get her fired, he was sending people like the group Total down there to jump on her, and all of that. Girl, she went through a lot with the diddler. She sure did. So, yeah, we'll get into a little bit of that. So, yeah, she been out him a long time ago, but Diddy and him said that the picture was fake. Now, you back into now, fast forward till now, and then you hear about these FO videos and that he was with men and women in the videos. Again, that's the can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? The picture. Sorry, I had to answer that. So can y'all hear me? I want to make sure y'all can hear me. Hold on, let me make sure. Okay, sorry, I was getting a call that was important. Yes, so they've had a very sordid past. That's it. Tell her now, stop calling. Yeah, so fast forwarding again to today and saying that he has all these FO tapes and with men and women and whatnot. I feel like the pictures weren't fake. I feel like the pictures were real that Wendy Williams had put out there. And yeah, so I'm sure that's why Wendy, because she, of course, she spoke on the Breakfast Show. If y'all didn't know, which Charlotte Gay, the goddess, and DJ Steal from You, Envy, and that black girl. I don't know her name. I don't know. Sometimes just there, sometimes she not, sometimes it's the other lady. I don't know. So them two, the beige Charlotte Gay and the girl, that is up there, because I be lost. Yeah, so that be over there at the Breakfast Club. They talked to Wendy Williams, so it was nice to hear from her. She talked about her situation with basically being helmed up, all of her money, resources, all of that, the Guardian. She talked about that too. She said she's basically like living in like a real hell. So we're going to talk about all of that. And we're also going to talk about Kiki Palmer. She hates her parents. So about that, because if you hated them then, Kiki, you still hate them now. Correct. Because what the reason, your reason of hating them, it's like you doing it. So that means that you still hate them. Correct. Please hit the like. So we're gonna talk about those things too. But before we do, oh yeah, Mia, she talked to Jaguar. We don't care about that. But we do her coming forward speaking about like Jay-Z and speaking about the NFL and all of that. You know, the NFL sue her. The NFL sued her when she did perform for Jay-Z. So yeah, so Sean, are you talking that black radio DJ back then, Miss Jones? She was the girl. She was that girl. She said she had hit songs with. Who? Who? Mia? Mia, she's singing, if you're coming around here, she said, all I want to hear is bang, 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 and let's get my hand. That's her. If you come around here, that's her. Because I'm like, how is she rapping? I'm like, that's rap? I'm like, I mean, I guess. Sound like poetry. So that's Mia. If you come around here, that's her. That's her. Correct. All I want to hear is bang, 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 bang. What that sack in my hand. That's how it went. That's how one hit wonder. Correct. A one hit wonder talks to a background singer. Correct. Her and the hag. Correct. So yeah, that's what that word, right? She was like, if you come around here. That's it. I don't know none of the other words because it wasn't audible. So some get high like paper, get high like planes. Something like that. I don't know. It wasn't audible, girl. I wasn't audible. So I mean, it's just whatever. It had a bunch of pop house shots. They're like whatever. So she said, Rochelle said what she said. She said, if you come around here, that's all I want to hear is bang, 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 bang with the sack in my hand. That's what she said. That was her, right? Correct. Somebody getting high like papers, getting high like planes. Something like that. Whatever. So yeah, that's her. The one hit wonder, she looked like a Jasmine Aladdin, a dirty version, correct? Like if Jasmine from Aladdin didn't wash up. Correct. Yes, Lord. That's what she looked like. She looked like if Jasmine from Aladdin never took a bath. Yes, that is her. Her name is Mia. That's what her. So that's it. So just so if y'all trying to figure out who she is, she the unbathed Jasmine from Aladdin, girl. That's just what that was. So imagine Jasmine from Aladdin talking about getting high like pepper skin, high like blank. If you're coming around here, that's her, Jasmine. You're welcome. So the dirty Jasmine, we're gonna get into her. Correct. We absolutely is. She talked about Jay-Z and the NFL and and all of that, and also talked to Jaguar. Okay. They had a conversation. Why I don't know. But the one hit wonder and the background singer decided to talk. We're gonna listen to a little bit of it, right? We absolutely are. My mama Tasha K. Shout out to Tasha K. Absolutely. She has it on her IG because that's otherwise I wouldn't know that they had spoken to my girl. But yeah, now I know Mia went around speaking. Is it Mia or MIA? Is it Mia or MIA? How do y'all say that, y'all? Is it Mia or MIA? Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. How Spice says, I'm literally picturing the real dancing. It is. Oh. Yes. Dirty Jasmine. Yes. Okay, y'all say this. MIA. Oh, well, I'm calling her Mia. Oh. Y'all got y'all nerves trying to act like y'all trying to correct me. Mia. No, I'm calling Mia. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No. What that stands for? Missing in America? No. Her name is Mia. Her name is Mia. Oh, well, the real Chef Ebony. I did ask y'all, and y'all answered, and I'm still calling her Mia. Denny, I'm still calling her Mia. Because, y'all typed it real fast. I like that. That's attitude. Y'all wrote it with an attitude. Jamie, y'all didn't have to get, no. Y'all typed it too fast. That's it. That is all. And y'all trying to argue with me. This is a shame that we gotta go here. Nah. Got y'all damn nerve. So that's what y'all didn't have to type it that fast. Y'all could have took y'all time, sweetie. That's it. I didn't ask the question fast. I asked it real slow. I said, what's her name? Is it Mia or is it MIA? Which one of y'all? Y'all didn't have to do that. My God. Ooh, this one be talking to y'all like that, really. I'm about to start talking to y'all. You know what? I'm turning the channels. You know what? I'm turning the channels. Like, that's just what that word. That's just what the word. Ooh, not coming here talking about it's your birthday. We don't know you. We don't know you. Who is you? We don't know. You are over here by our food and everything. We don't know. Who are you? What that word? Who are you? Yeah, we petty as hell over here. You ain't got a piece of member badge, nothing. Not a piece. And look at the traitors. And just look at the uncheckables. Just love birthdays. Happy birthday. Excuse me? Oh, you been, oh, now you done been here. Lord, she done been here for years. Pasta Messiah girl. Yes, that's how I read your name. Pasta Messiah girl. I don't remember saying no, hey, Pasta Messiah. And it's, you talking about years. So you've been in the bushes for years. And tried to jump down the day that you was born and your mama had to drop out of high school stuff, girl. Pasta Messiah, girl. Oh my God. Look at her, y'all. Look at Pasta Messiah. Thank you, Kendra. The only one that said it right. Happy birthday, allegedly. Now, Pasta Messiah, you better have been born. You better have ruined your mom's life today. Now, one or two of y'all done already said happy birthday to her. That's enough. That's enough. Okay? Now, we done said happy birthday to you, Pasta Messiah, girl. Allegedly. Girl, happy birthday. Allegedly. Now, Pasta Messiah talking about some she done been here a long time. Pasta Messiah, I've been here for years, Sean. I don't know what you're talking about. Hello? Okay, Pasta Messiah. Y'all keep your eye on Pasta Messiah. Okay? Nah. No, don't come in here trying to correct me, girl. No, I'm not putting it together. It's Pasta Messiah. Don't do that. You've been here for years. You should know me. Girl, it's Pasta Messiah, girl. I'm not doing all of that. I'm not doing all of that. Because y'all want to get real creative with the name. Girl, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Your name is Pasta Messiah. Hey, girl, we love you. Hey, Pasta Messiah, girl. So, no baby shade. It's Pasta Messiah. Like, whatever. Whatever. On Aaliyah's birthday, coming up here to talk about some happy birthday. Girl, happy birthday, allegedly. Girl. Now, let's get into good tea for somebody else coming here talking about something that came out of coochie today. That's just what her. A shout out to my baby daddy. Oh Lord, she's talking about born days. Speaking of birthdays, your B-day roast from me was a little piece of cute, but my mama passed the NYS exam after having me like a bad bitch. But I still love you, Sean. But she didn't have to go through all of that pregnant. You took her, Danny, because you overtook her through stuff. The woman was trying to study. She was trying to be a good person in this world. Nah. Because if she wouldn't have passed, it would have been your fault. But you don't want to talk about that. You want to talk about that. You want to talk about how she almost didn't make it. Because you want to kick her and all of that stuff and move around and sit all on her bladder and all of that right as she in the middle of the test. Got your nerve. No, you tried. No, because you in there playing with her heart and playing with her lungs while she trying to study. While you on her stomach, nah. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. See, you didn't think about none of that. You thought that was cute. Yeah, you thought you had something. Didn't you, Danny girl? You don't. You don't. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Yes, I saw that Aaliyah doll is ugly. I don't like it. 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 The doll is ugly. Now the face on the doll is pretty, but I don't like that they chose the 1 in a million outfit. I really don't. It's ugly. And the outfit ain't ugly. It's just ugly on the Barbie doll when she has so many more iconic looks. Like they could have used the VMA one when she had on that cute like a tiger print dress or whatever it was. That print. Ooh, that was so iconic. Looking up a little bit so cute on the Barbie doll. Then the Barbie doll could have had heels. You know, all of that. Like it's like no, don't like. She has so many better looks. They could have used her iconic Tommy Hilfiger look, you know, or something like that. I just wish they would have chose a better look. I get 1 in a million was iconic. They could have used the white outfit from 1 in a million. I just didn't like the outfit. Like it's the Barbie dolls, the 4 girls. So I just think they could have, you know, made it a little bit. I mean, they could have did a Queen of the Damned one. You know, I mean, she just has so many iconic looks that they could have used over that one. So I am a little annoyed by that. I do appreciate the sentiment. And they released it on her birthday. I think that's beautiful. It's wonderful. It's great. I'm not unappreciative of it. But I just think that they could have used a better look. That's what I'm not talking about because like I don't want to be like a Debbie Downer. So that's why I didn't put it like in the title or anything like that. Because I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. Now agreed, we don't with heel figure. I agree. But her modeling that look is iconic. When people dressed up as Aaliyah on Halloween, they could even use the Try Again look from that music video. That no one ever usually chooses the 1 in a million or her on the top of the hood of the car. Nobody chooses that look. Like it's rare that you'll see somebody choose that look. It's usually Try Again or Queen of the Damned or from videos back in the day like Hot Like Fire. You don't think, but they don't. That look is never used. Even the 4-page letter look, her main looks are from like when she first came out, you know, like her back and forth days, people wearing certain clothes, you know, and stuff like that. So, yeah, I just feel like she just has so many better looks that they used over that one. But I still appreciate, you know, them doing it. Like, I think it's wonderful that they did that. But I just didn't, I think the outfit is ugly. On the Barbie doll, the outfit is ugly. It is like if they would use one of her iconic looks, you would know it's her immediately. Although you still do, you know. I don't know. I just didn't like the look, but shout out to them. Moving along. Moving along. I just feel like they could have used something more standout-ish. Even her Rock the Boat video. But in 1 in a million, the white outfit was really cute. You know, the white top and the white pants. That was cute. You know, so that would have been cute because you would know. You'd be like, oh, that's when she was hitting the routine. Okay, period. You know, so, but her on the hood. Come on now. I'm like, okay. Like, if you have to tell me it's Aaliyah, then it's not an Aaliyah doll. You know, like, that's the Aaliyah doll. It's like, oh, okay. But I'm definitely buying it just to have. So, because I just love her. So I'm definitely ordering one. I'm going to do that today. I'm going to order me Aaliyah doll. And I'm going to show y'all when I get it. And then we're going to look at it up close and personal. And I'm going to cuss it the fuck out. It just is what it is. It's sold out. I know they coming, but they still in summer, girl. No, but they will be releasing some more later on this evening. They're supposed to be doing more pre-orders. So not buy it and you get it right away, but pre-orders later on this evening. So I will be getting one. Okay. I'm going to get an Aaliyah doll because I love her. So I'm definitely getting one. Move around along. Let's get into Wendy Williams. So I was talking to y'all about Wendell. How you doing? Done went over there to the Breakfast Club with Charlotte Gay and DJ Steele from your MV and Just Sometimes Funny. And she had a lot to say. She absolutely did. Now, I'm not going to be playing the Breakfast Club because they love to strike like they do not play. So if y'all play the Breakfast Club, be careful because they will pop you. Wendy Wendell is adamant that Sean Diddy Combs will be going to prison for racketeering and ex-trafficking charges against him. The former daytime talk show host spoke about the rapper during her rare interview with the Breakfast Club on Thursday. Wendy's quote, Diddy will go to prison for life. People, you don't know things that I know about Diddy back in the day. And again, Wendy has been on Diddy Row for quite some time. And I believe everything Wendy has said about Diddy because it came true. So it's like, yeah, she was spitting facts. Just was what it was. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. Even with like Beyonce and Whitney Houston, I believe that they got, because, Beyonce basically, almost went in on Wendy. Like she was very, when she back at Destiny's Child Day, she almost went in on Wendy because, Wendy with the questions. Wendy asked Usher about the confessions, and if he had herpes. I was like, she is known for asking the questions that it's all on our mind, but no one's saying it. She's known for doing that, especially on red carpets and stuff back in the day. So, when she would come forward and say certain things about people, I think that these celebrities would get so angry because it was true. Not because it was false, because it's real. What she's saying is real. Because why are you so affected? If it's not, because the rumors weren't like crazy. Like she wasn't saying stuff that is just like, oh my God, I can't. She wasn't like, oh, this person's R-wording this person or this, took this person's life, like she wasn't saying stuff like that because that's the type of stuff you don't want to be lied on about at all. Like I don't care, I'm saying something because that's crazy. That you said that. Shout out to Felinda for the super sticker. Thank you so much, Felinda. And shout out to 80s Blessed Baby for being a member for 12 months. Shout out to you. She said, love this channel and the content. Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. I really appreciate it. So, yeah, so I think that that's why I'm so butthurt when she said to Beyonce that Beyonce was staying out of the sun because she didn't want to be like darker than what she was because Kelly was the dark girl. I think Beyonce got so in her fifis about that because it was true. I think it's because it was true that Beyonce did want to look a certain way. So I think that her parents, more so Tina, being Creole herself, would tell Beyonce, stay out of the sun, would walk with her and make sure that the security had umbrellas and things for Beyonce, to make sure that she didn't get really any darker than she was. She was she had the acceptable skin color to where she could cross over in other areas and do other things, by looking a certain way. Because when you look back at Kelly and Beyonce's career, no tea, no shade, Beyonce is not more talented than Kelly. She's not. Kelly and Beyonce, their vocal range is like right here, right here, right here. Yeah. Back in the day, Beyonce had lost her voice while we were on tour. And Kelly stood in and would sing Beyonce's parts. Amazing. Amazing. I'm like, wow. I'm like, damn, that's Kelly. I'm like, oh, that's Kelly singing that. I'm like, wow. So, wow. Like Kelly is really talented. So, and dancing wise, same thing. Beyonce is not a better dancer than Kelly. No, she is not. Beyonce is a routine girl, choreography girl, not a freestyle type like Chris Brown and Michael Jackson, people like that. They're freestyle dancers, but are really good at choreo as well. Beyonce is a choreo girl. She is. Beyonce is not a freestyling, type of dancer. Notice how you see Beyonce in her videos, she be killing it. But if you see Beyonce at a party dancing or something like that, it's just regular degular. It's nothing, she ain't hitting because it's, not really in her. But Kelly will like get down on the dance floor. Like her and Sierra, really close. They used to have little dance battles and stuff against each other and whatnot. Kelly is a beast. So Kelly can do both. Kelly can freestyle dance and she can hit a good choreo on the girls. Same thing with Sierra. Sierra can freestyle dance, but she can also hit great choreography. She blends right in with choreography. So the reason, being honest, that Beyonce is more famous, has more money, all of that than Kelly is because Kelly is a dark-skinned woman. Fact. Like, that is the truth. Like, that's just me keeping it real. Even still to this day, it's the color matters. It does. It 100% does. That is the only difference between them two. So you can let go of the whole Jay-Z thing and whatnot. Beyonce is a way bigger star than Jay-Z. She's way bigger than him. So Beyonce and Jay-Z separate right now. Beyonce is still going to be Beyonce. She's still going to be selling out arenas. She's still going to be stopping the world when she drops certain things. She's still going to do that. Like that, because she is Beyonce. So yeah, that's the only difference. It don't have nothing to do with Jay-Z. Nothing at all. It's all about Beyonce. Jay-Z he couldn't even sell a tour, although he signed a tour deal, 3 tours that he was supposed to do. And that's why they came out with the Carter albums, so that the tour can be considered Jay-Z's, but everybody showed up Beyonce. Jay-Z is not selling out arenas no more. He's not that type of guy. No. The arenas aren't filling up because Jay-Z is about to get on stage and rap. It's not happening. Now, will it sell? Yes, but he's not doing nothing with Madison Square Garden. Beyonce could fill it up. Jay-Z, not so much. Not at all. I do think that he would have a decent crowd, but I don't think it would be a sold out type of, no. Not in 2025. Not Jay-Z, but Beyonce, 100%. She could still do that. So that's the only difference between them, is that Kelly is a dark-skinned girl and Beyonce is light-skinned. That's why Beyonce got the edge over Kelly. Honestly, think about the movies that Beyonce's done, like Goldmember and stuff like that. I do think Beyonce did okay in her movies, but Kelly is a way stronger actress than Beyonce. Freddy vs. Jason and many other films that Kelly has done. She is way more of an acceptable actor than Beyonce. Love Beyonce down, but when it comes to movies, I would rather watch Kelly's movies over Beyonce's any day, because Kelly is a good actress. You know, she's good at what she does. She's good. I haven't seen Kelly in a movie and it just cringy, except for that movie that Tyler Perry just did with her, because the script was bad. Like, it didn't have anything to do with Kelly. Her acting was great. She looks amazing on camera. She knows how to draw emotion from the camera and the audience, conveying like what a real actor does. So yeah, I think Kelly is a great actor. I would watch her actress. I would watch her over just keeping it real. I would watch those movies over Beyonce's movies any day. Because they're good. You know, Beyonce's movies, you know, Dreamgirls, I think Beyonce did a great job. In Dreamgirls, I think that she did great in Cadillac Records. I think she did a good job with that movie too. You know, Beyonce's done well, but I just think that acting-wise, Kelly is that girl. So why is the impact so different? Than Obsessed? Sorry. Ooh, not Carmen, girl. I want to do it, but I don't. Like, I cannot. Not Carmen, girl. Not Carmen. That was cute. It was cute. But it was, you know, I loved her singing in it. You know, she did great singing. Her singing was great. But I think Dreamgirl, she did a lot better. I think she was way more polished as an actor by that time. Dreamgirls, I think she did. Ooh, not big. Simply Keep. Beyonce can't act, cut it out. Okay? Be nice. Correct Foxy Cleopatra. Don't girl. Now, I love Goldmember. That was I watched that movie all the time just because Beyonce was in it. I swear. I watched it religiously, and I had the DVD, so I would just like let it play and play and play and play and play. Like, I loved it just because, one, I loved Austin Powers. I loved, you know, those movies. And then with Austin Powers, I loved those movies. So yeah, Foxy Cleopatra. I loved Beyonce and Goldmember. That, like, she was cute. She was so cute in that movie. I think she was so cute. And the movie Goldmember, I love that movie. Some people didn't like it. They were just like, oh, I loved it. I thought it was great. Mike Myers is hilarious. I think Beyonce complimented him well in the movie as being, like, you know, his sidekick. I thought it was cute. Yes, Fighting Temptations. Periods. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. So, yeah, I liked Fighting Temptations, her and Cuba. That was cute. I think she did a good job in that movie. I do. I think she did good. But she was singing, again. So her singing was great. So, yeah. You know, but moving right along. So let's jump back into Wendy, girl. Y'all know we got our track quick. Okay. So Williams told DJ Steele from the Envy and Charlotte Gay, the goddess. And you know what? It's about time, people. It's about time. Diddy done. And then, the link is below to watch the full interview. I wish I would. The allegations of actual misconduct against Combs can be traced back to 2017 with the Cindy lawsuit. However, they started in its earnest in 2023 when Cassie Ventura, who had a long-term relationship with the artist, filed a lawsuit against him, accusing him of RAPE, SCX trafficking, and physical abuse. Though the lawsuit was quickly settled, it has since been followed by dozens of more accusing Combs. Men and women and minors are among his alleged victims, with many in their cases claiming they were ugged and offered hush money, and attorneys have said many bystanders knew what was taking place. Last September, Combs was arrested. Yeah, we know all this. Williams has a complicated relationship with Combs. Here we go, right here. In 1997, she was suspended from her job hosting WQHT after a website she created featured a faked image of Combs having sex with another man. I feel like the picture was real. I feel like it was real. It was just then Diddy had a lot of power. So it was easy to get stuff taken down, and all of that. So she had this website that was featured with the radio show that she had did. That's why she got suspended, because it was, based off of her being on WQHT. So she put up this image that was sent to, her and her team about Diddy allegedly being on camera having sex with another man. And it was a still photo from the video. So it's like somebody took a picture of the video while it was playing and then gave her the picture, and then she got the picture, right? And how would she have, in 1997, they didn't have technology we have now, but there were cameras. So they took a picture of it on like a TV, whatnot, and then sent it to her. And then she posted it on her website and was like, look, this is Sean Puffy, this Puff Daddy, having sex with another man. Y'all look. So then Diddy said that the picture was faked, that it wasn't real. Okay. So since the picture, of course, he wanted to take immediately because Wendy was popping. So people see this picture of Diddy Puff at the time, Puff Daddy, having SCX with another man, girl. This is bad because it's everywhere. So like all of the radio stations are talking about it. You got even some people on daytime television talking about it. So it was spreading. It was everywhere. Shout out to Dayla. Thank you so much for gifting 10 memberships. If you got a membership, please say thank you. Thank you so much, Dayla. That's so sweet. Oh, thank you so much. Thanks. I really appreciate it. So, y'all. So Diddy was doing everything in his power to get it removed, right? So, but the website was owned by Wendy. So in order for it to come down, basically Wendy or somebody from her team had to take the picture down. Like you had to have access to the website in order to take it down, right? So now WQHT, my fault, that radio station at the time, they did not have access to it, but they did have access to her because the website was based off of her radio podcast, right? Or radio show at the time. So they suspended her if she didn't remove the picture. Okay, basically, like you gotta go. The only way for you to come back is if you get rid of that picture off your website. After your stint, if you want to come back here after you get done, then that picture needs to be gone. So that happened after Wendy came back from her suspension from work because Diddy had her suspended. She removed the picture from her website. Girl, and this was all in '97, girl. And Wendy took her down so that she could come back to work so she can keep getting her check, girl. That's why she had the real thing. Because why would if this is not you, if this is another person, why are you working so hard to get it taken down? You're getting it taken down because it's you. That's why you don't want it up there. And you can't really negate it. It was like a still picture from R. Kelly's X tapes. Like, that's you. So you saying that, they need to take that picture down because that's not me having SCX with, somebody that's either underage or just having SCX with someone else at all. That's not me. No. That's not what they were. That's not what they were. No. That's you. And it was. especially thinking into today with all of the freak offs and the men suing and women suing. So she had the correct information. Correct. She had the correct information. So let's keep going. At the time, Combs was known for being an executive at Bad Boy Records. That was one of the several incidents that led to Wendy being fired from. So this was the buildup to her getting fired eventually. Diddy still got her fired. Diddy was the head of Bad Boy. So with him being the head of Bad Boy back then in the 90s, that they were spitting fire. It was fire coming from Bad Boy. Like all of the artists, all of the music, the Totals, the Biggies, the Craig Max, and on and so forth. The list just goes on and on and on. So in order to play those artists, Hot 97, they kind of had to listen to Diddy because he had the power to remove his music from their stations. And that's what kept people listening to their stations because of the music that they play. So if Bad Boy is popping, they got all of the heavy artists in the roster right now. All of their artists are doing extremely well. Got the charts filled. Their songs, basically the top 10 is all Bad Boy artists, and whatnot. Then you kind of need, to be able to play them, because if not, they're just going to go to the radio station that is. So if Hot 97 ain't playing none of the Bad Boy artists, then, like the Lil Kims and all that. I mean, it was a lot of people, coming from Bad Boy at that time, So it was a lot of music that was being played from Bad Boy. So it wasn't a good look for them not to be able to play, because all of their hip hop fans and all that, they just gonna go over to the next radio station. They're not gonna sit here and listen to fucking Color Me Bad. Girl, they don't want they don't want to hear that. No. What y'all about to play? Listen, stop, collaborate, and listen. No, no. Ice. Hey, what y'all? Got y'all goddamn nerve. Like, yeah, we with this. We want to hear Jodeci. We want to hear them. Hello. Can I get a little? I've been watching you for so very long. Can we get a little piece of trying to get my? Can we get a? Yeah. Can we get one of them, please? I want to hear Mary talking about some real love. Can we get a little piece of it? Got y'all goddamn nerve. Like, hello. Play one more chance. Got your damn nerve. Now we love Pac, but y'all don't play his whole album. y'all don't play the whole compilation. Okay? Now we a little piece of sick of Machiavelli. Where is Biggie? That's what they were. So just gonna leave. So they kind of hands were tied. They kind of had to listen to Diddy, at that point, because he had a lot of power with like radio, all of that. See, he didn't need payola. He didn't need to pay anybody. Correct. A little bit of 112, girl. Although I cannot stand Slim. Slim, I hate you. I hate you. Because everybody in that group could sing except you. I don't give a damn nobody saying annoying ass. See, he used to drive me crazy. Cupid was such a beautiful song until he starts singing. Girl, when I tell you I love you, it doesn't mean I don't care. I'm like, oh my God, why? I'm like, who's that singing in the background? He sound wonderful. Yeah, can you slide the microphone in front of them? Because I'm like, no. Who that? I'm like, hello? No. I'm like, that's a no? I'm like, what octave is that? And he used to act like he was that guy on stage. I'd be like, I'll take my fingers on my head when they got to the chorus of Peaches and Cream. I'll be like, yeah, because I'm like, real. Like the one that came, you can, I never thought that I would be. I was like, yes, you should have been singing. Like, oh my God, because Slim, ugh, I'm just like, gross. Like, people really think he can, I'm like, he's getting on my nerves. I'm not gonna lie to you. I could not stand Slim. I loved 112. I just didn't like Slim. His voice was, I get, it's unique. Like, you gotta have a unique ear to think that he could sing, meaning that you be off key yourself. Girl, you be a little piece of off key yourself, girl. So you understand, you know, the you get it. You okay. I just want, yeah. Cause it no, no. Miss Batty, it's true. It's true. He be off key. He was always off key. I'm like, what regimen is this? I'm like, do, re, mi. Like, you're in a group. So his voice did not mesh with the other members. You know, like Drew Hill. Somebody sleeping. It sounded like one voice. One voice. And then Go would lead in the vocal. Like when he would come in and be like, my bed, my bed. Like, but he was still on key. So it's like, okay, this makes sense. When he was like, ooh, whoa, like he was still on key. Slim was never on key. Like ever. Like ever on key. That never happened. There's not one song with 112 and Slim is on key. No. No, like Peaches and Cream. What was that group member's name? The one that came in singing first, before Slim came and ruined the song. Because he was on key. Boys to Men, everybody was on key. So everybody could lead. Everybody, Wanye, they all could lead. Everyone could lead because they know how to harmonize. Slim can't harmonize. If everybody, you know, because if you listen to Cupid, you don't hear Slim in the chord. He the overdub. He lets you give it her Cupid. Like he the overdub. Not in the chorus because everybody's singing in the chorus is on key. they on key. Slim is not. Like his voice was everywhere. I was like, where is the where is the choir director? Cause so moving right along. So y'all, Wendy, this is my girl. Now Wendy was up in there, eyes like this still. Okay, she says she doing all right, but she. I was like, is there a way of like Wendy go like the? Can you go like the? Is that she always tired because her eyes always open? We're gonna have to get some nickels or something to put on her eyes, Lord, like they used to have to do to the people back in the day, Lord. Because it's like, don't that hurt? This will hurt. This hurts. This hurts. Oh my God. I cannot do this like all day. I'm about to start crying. I'm about to start crying, y'all. Oh my God, I cannot do this all day. Poor Wendy. And them feet. Oh, poor thing, her feet dead. And the girl, when she showed her feet on that documentary, when Wendy showed her feet, I said, Lord, are they blue? Why does Wendy feet the same color as a dolphin? I said, girl, ooh, not riding the bus feet. Girl, no, them Flintstone feet. Y'all know, like back in the day with the Flintstone cars, the girl, I didn't have no bottom, girl. So it looked like Whitney been doing 70, 80 miles per hour her whole life in a Flintstone car. Girl, I said, oh my goodness. Yes, very so much giving yabba dabba do syndrome. Correct. Yabba dabba do itis. Cause I said, girl. I said, at all your life, girl, you had to fight, girl. I said, ooh, girl. Girl, ooh, not a little piece of light. Girl, we gotta go get Wendy feet. We gotta go get Wendy feet, girl. We have to go get Wendy feet. I said, Wendy? Oh my goodness. What we have to do something, Lord. Wendy Williams Theater. Oh my God. Oh my God. Real. 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 Yeah, all this need to move. No, we ain't subscribing to shit. Always trying to get somebody to join something. No. Everything is free now. It's AI. Ooh, Lord, look, y'all. Wendy. Wendy. Oh my word. I cannot believe. And then she got a petty though. It's. I said, wait a minute, not they paint. You can paint rock. You can paint rock. Rock, 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 rock. Then bend my knees every time a beat drop. I said, oh my goodness. I said, and then she had the other one pointing down. I said, period. You better point them feet down, girl. But to go put paint on cement is crazy. To go put some paint on some granite is just not appropriate. Like, it's like, Lord, oh my goodness. Oh, God. So was she wearing heels? Just why she always have on boots? I thought, okay, I get it now. I get it now. But when she was on her show, didn't she, like, we didn't, we didn't see this on her show. Ooh, now it looks septic. Ooh, now it looks septic. So I'm just like, Lord, how does this happen? Ooh, not plantation feet. Groove. I almost want to tell her to take her shoes off. Like, girl, take your shoes off. You see this carpet, white and black? Don't come here with your shoes on. Groove. Oh, my goodness. Ooh, poor Wendy. She has lymphedema. She does. Yeah, she explained it on the show. You just don't get to go around talking ish about people for that long, and then this happens to your feet, and expect people to not get their ones. No, no. You don't get to sit around throwing shade at people and coming at people for years. And then this happens to your feet, and then we supposed to be like, oh, you poor thing. If karma was a foot. if karma... Griff, if karma was a foot. So it's just that's just what that word. Like you don't get sympathy and empathy and what you ain't get nobody none. You ain't get nobody none. You ain't get nobody a piece. They could be over there going through and you'll be like, how you doing? How you doing? You be over there with that tea, talk about some. So they telling me that Bethany is over there going through a bankruptcy and a divorce at the same time. How you doing? So it's like, ooh, girl, you want to be like poor thing, anything like that? And then she get divorced. She said, mm-mm. Mm. As many divorces as you just sat over here and shaded and came for, and all of that, as many as affairs that you done exposed, and all of that, and I'm a girl. Now your nigga done sat over there, and I'm a girl, and got a whole nother pregnant. All of that stress, and we're supposed to feel sorry for you. They were supposed to feel sorry for you? Why? You didn't. Shout out to B Crumbs, my baby. Shout out to B Crumbs for gifting 20 memberships. Thank you so much. If you got a membership from B Crumbs, please become B Crumbs. Always coming through with the memberships. B Crumbs said, look, y'all a little dry. A lot of y'all memberships, like Pussy Messiahs. And I'm a girl. So yes, let me give y'all some memberships since y'all done been here for years. Okay, that's just that word. So shout out to B Crumbs. Thank you so much. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. So Wendell also spoke on other stuff. Now y'all know I like Wendy. Y'all know I'm gonna stay unbiased and I'm gonna keep it unbiased. But at the same time, I do like Wendy, and I do feel bad for her. I do. I don't feel like everybody deserves their life to be taken over. Because through things like I don't think that's okay. Because she's may have lost some reality for a while. That it's okay to just take over her life and tell her what's good for her. Like that, it feels like a prison. Can only imagine. So, Wendy Williams insists that she's not cognitively impaired and is trapped in this guardianship. Wendy says, I feel like I am in prison. Wendy was in tears on Thursday, January 16th, as she begged to get out her is a conservatorship and returned to life outside the walls of wellness facility in New York City, in which she's been ordered to live. Excuse me. Appearing on The Breakfast Club for a rare interview, the former television show host, 60, spoke out about her situation to Charlotte, the goddess. She said, I am not cognitively impaired, but I feel like I am in prison. Wendy said, I'm in this place with people who are in their 90s and in their 80s and their 70s. Wendy, you ain't nothing but a little piece, a graduation class. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. So, girl, you ain't nothing but a graduation class underneath these people. Girl, you 60. Why you act like you 40 in here with them? Girl, why you act like you 50 and you in here with 80 and 90-year-olds? It's like, okay, girl. I would understand that. But it's like a little recent piece away. Girl, y'all almost a couple, 2-3 years. You right there. So it's like, okay, girl. She says these people, there's something wrong with these people here on this floor. I am clearly not. When you say, look at her, I'm fine. I am sane. I don't know why I'm on the floor with these crazy corpses. But look at here. I need to get out of here. She says, listen, this system is broken. The system that I am in. This system has falsified a lot, she said, noting she does not have access to her money. For the last 3 years, I have been caught up in the system. She went on to explain that she spends all her days in her room, taking all her meals in bed and watching TV. That is sad. I can call you, but you can't call me, Wendy said. That is so weird. I don't even know what kind of phone I have. I can't sit on the phone and look at things and scroll through things. I can't do that. I do not have a laptop. I do not have an iPad. And she can afford all that. That's a damn shame. Sabrina, Sabrina, Sabrina. Ooh, girl. She says it's small. Wait, hold on. Okay. She says essentially what some people would call a luxurious prison. Williams' niece Alex, who joined her in the interview, explained. I like her. It's small. She has a bed, a chair, a TV, a bathroom, and she's looking out one window at buildings across the street. It's like jail. Williams claims that the facility does not let her come and go as she pleases. With elevators locked, visitors are restricted, so much that even Breakfast Club personality Lauren Rosa wasn't allowed to see her despite Williams speaking to the front desk herself and requesting La Rosa come up. The facility also regularly feeds Williams medication, some of which she claims she doesn't know why they've been prescribed. Everybody is like a nursemaid, so to speak. They come in, give her pills, and then they leave, said Williams. I've had 2 pills in my life. There's 7 pills. I have no idea what the pill is doing. I haven't been to a pill person in a matter of a long time to ask, excuse me, doctor, can you tell me what this pill is for? Oh, it's sad. That is sad. Like it's sad. Police hit the like. So that is sad. I feel bad for her. This is my life, people. She said, "This is my life. This is my goddamn life." In the most emotional parts of the chat, Williams broke down as she expressed fears of not being able to visit her father for his upcoming 94th birthday. He lives in Miami, where Williams hopes to relocate to be with her family, including her son, Kevin Hunter Jr. I don't know if I'm able to fly to Miami to say happy birthday to my dad, said Williams. That person who is holding me hostage, I don't know if she's going to let me see my dad for his birthday. She's talking about Sabrina. I'm exhausted thinking about what if I can't see my dad for his birthday. At 94, the day after that is not promised. It's not promised. A source with knowledge of the matter explained that the guardianship court ultimately decides whether it is safe for Williams to travel to Florida or other locations. No, stop saying the guardianship court. No, it's that bitch Sabrina. Cut it out. Ain't no guardian. They don't go to court every time they make a decision where she gonna go. They don't do that. And this is all a means of control by Wells goddamn Fargo. Because the majority of the banks in America are bankrupt. Okay? These banks are robbing Peter to pay Paul. All right? So a lot of y'all that look at y'all bank accounts and y'all think y'all have that money, it is not there. Until it's time for y'all to switch banks, until it's time for y'all. That's when you find out that they ain't got your money, but instead they make it look like it's a you problem than a them problem. Okay? That's all that were. Okay? This country is fucking broke. The whole country, not just pieces of it. So if you have millions of dollars and you look at your bank statement and say millions of dollars, try to pull it out. Try to pull it out. Try to switch banks. See what happened. See what happened. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's why a lot of people said they put their money overseas a long time ago. You know, like the Jay-Z's and the Beyonce's, but a lot of their banks are in like Europe, even China, you know, in places like that. So that money can be secure because China's not broke. Asia's not broke. We are. Asia's the richest country in the world. No country is richer than them. No. No country at this point. We have the most weapons or the most nukes. That's about it. That's the only fear that we put into the people that we owe hearts is that we have nukes and lots of them. We have the most. It was either us or Russia. At this point, we have the most. So that's really the only thing that they're afraid of is them calling our debt and them raging war onto us the way that we'll attack them. Now, Asia has a bigger army than us. Their army's way bigger than ours. But we, with one nuke alone, can wipe the majority of them out. You know, so what's a body to a missile? You know, like, I mean, it just is what it is. So that's the fear. But they want to because we are in hella debt with these people and they are tired of waiting to get their compensation. They are tired. They sick of it. That's why certain things keep happening and they keep hiding it from us because we are at war. That's why they say world war because it's many people. It's different countries and whatnot. Treaties that we done broke by doing other, like it's not good. Okay. So we don't have any money as a country. So if your bank account is reading, now if you have a lower income, so like if you got $2,000, $3,000 in the bank, yeah, that money's there. But if you are rich and you're ranging in the millions, so like a Rihanna, if she wanted to change bank accounts or banks right now, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy task. They're going to put her through trial and error in order to try to do so because they don't have her money. They don't have it. Yeah, we know we owe you this. It's no different than us like having a credit card. Putting a whole bunch of credit onto it, swiping it and swiping it and swiping it and swiping it and swiping it, but you don't have no money in your bank account. So when it's time to pay that bill, you just owe them, but it don't mean that you're not going to pay them. So Then you have to go through the methods of like collection, which is what Wendy tried to do. Wendy tried to force collection, just like a bank could do to somebody else that like owe them and whatnot. When money and stuff goes, or bills and stuff go into collections, they can, some of them can pull from the income to make like other jobs and stuff like that. And then some of them, when it's in collection, it just is, and you just kind of figure it out yourself, or get a debt consolidator, or something, and they'll help you out with things that are built up in collections. But with Wendy, when she, look, I want to move banks, I want to take my money, and I want to do da da da, then all of a sudden, she's incompetent. She need a guardian, because she was challenging the bank. At that point, like, no, where is my money? Give me my 32, 52, whatever $1 million, and I want to take it and put it in another bank account. I don't want to deal with you bitches no more. Like, I'm through with y'all. And then all of a sudden, because Sabrina came basically from Wells Fargo, she's like partnered with them 100%. She is the one, when any money is transaction of money is happening, it's Sabrina and Wells Fargo, and then whatever is being requested, the money that is taken from Wendy's account is given to Wendy, but from Sabrina. So it's not like Wendy could just go to Wells Fargo herself and withdraw money, or just go use a bank card. She don't have a bank card, none of that stuff. Why? Why does she not have a bank card? Even if she is in like an assisted living facility or something like that, medical wise, that they have her in, they still have access to their money. They do. I've worked in group homes, and they all have access to their money. 100%. Now, we hold on to it for them, but, like petty cash and stuff like that. And we try to help them manage and budget their money, because they're not rich, majority of the time. They're on a fixed income. So that's the whole reason of balancing the money and whatnot, because if you just let the client spend it, they just spend it all, without thinking about the future. So that's where the money budgeting and stuff like that comes in. So that's what they're doing to her. It's like, we're going to control your money. We're going to have staff control your money and put you on a budget. That's why they brought up all of the charges that she made, like to Uber Eats and stuff when she was living with her son, the rent of her son. Why can't she, why she can't rent her son a house? Why? I wish somebody would tell me that, I can't get my son a condo, or why? Like, why can't she? Who cares how much it costs? She got the money. Like, why does that matter? I'm just so confused by a lot of it. And then, Kevin Hunter is the part. She wanted him to live there, and she stayed basically with him. Anytime she came down there, she was staying with him. Like, it's like her home away from home. What are you talking about? Why can't she rent her son a nice home? Why? What's the... Kids, if I want to rent them a really nice place because I'm rich, and they're accustomed to living a certain way, and I want to make sure that they have a really nice place and all of that stuff, what the business is that of yours? What is that? And then her son is in college this whole time. Like, are you serious? He ain't this deadbeat just sitting here using her, taking her money, buying drugs, doing this and that. He's a good guy, a great guy at that. She raised them very well. He in school, or even more reason for her to be renting him a place, all that, so he can focus on his studies. Like, it's a blessing that he still graduated with all of the stuff that's going on with his mom and all of that. Like, it's a blessing that he made it through with that stress, because a lot of kids drop out and stuff when stuff like this happen. Like, they don't have a focus towards schools. They can't focus on it because there's just so much going on. But Kevin kept pushing. So what is the problem? Who cares if she get him Uber Eats and stuff and rent him? So what? Like, she buy him a car. That's her son. Are you serious? I gotta explain why I bought my son a car. Love ain't enough. I gotta explain why I'm renting my son a plush pad. Love ain't enough. Like, I gotta explain to you why I'm sending him, he eat Uber Eats all the time. Why? Love ain't enough? Because I'm his mom ain't enough? Like, there has to be an ulterior motive? What would it be? Besides, that's my son, and I'm going to take care of him like I've done since he was born. Like, it is what it is. Say he's spoiled, say he this, say he that. Oh, well. What about it? Yeah, he's spoiled. So, you planning on doing something about that? Oh, you're going to take my money. Oh, okay. That's what you plan on doing by my son being spoiled. Not that crimes were committed, or anything like that. Just simply because I love my son and I want to give him the world. Because Kevin could have been taking hell of advantage of her, taking hundreds of thousands of dollars out of those bank accounts and stuff like that. He was not doing any of that. He loved his mom. You can tell. He don't take advantage of that woman. None of that stuff. He loved her. He don't take advantage. He don't do that. I've never seen Kevin take advantage. They've never shown any proof of him taking advantage of Wendy. And the majority of the time, the purchases were based off of Wendy. Like, they're not based off of Kevin. Kevin was making those purchases. She was. The only Kevin that was spending and taking and stealing from her was the one that she divorced. Hello? That's when y'all should have put her in a conservatorship. But y'all know that Kevin would not have allowed that. No. He would not have allowed that. Well, Fargo looked at Wendy as a weakness because if Kevin was there, they can't say that he's incognitive or cognitively impaired. They can't say that about him, and that would be her spouse, the person that would be over her wages and all of that stuff. That's why they waited good until he got on up out of there. And when she tried to remove her money, because I don't think she was a target of Wells Fargo's prior to trying to move her money. That's when she became a target because they don't have it. That's what people think, that because a bank is a bank, money doesn't mean anything if you can't use it. So I can print as much Monopoly money as I want, nobody accept it. The only time it's going to be acceptable is if I'm playing Monopoly. That's about it. So if I'm not cheating at the game Monopoly by basically using this money, it's not useful anywhere else. And that's how the American dollar is. The American dollar has no value right now. In China and in Europe, we owe them so much money that they could use American 100 bills as toilet paper at this point. At this point, that's how broke we are as a country, because we barter and we trade. So fronting is what you call it. So China send us a whole bunch of stuff and we'll sell it. And then upon us selling it, then we'll pay what we owe them. And then where America got greedy is that since we were making so much money, especially with the automobiles at the time, the housing market, when all that stuff was doing a lot better, we were a lot richer, as a country. We were bartering more, we were trading more, steel, aluminum, like it was doing like much better than it is now. Like right now, it's horrible. But it was doing a lot better. So we kept borrowing. And then with us borrowing and borrowing and borrowing and borrowing, we're getting further and further and further into debt. Now it's time for us to pay that debt. And instead of us paying it, since we have treaties and certain relationships with certain people, we keep borrowing, right? So yen is a currency, could technically like be a currency here for us to buy stuff from China because they make everything. We don't really make nothing. We don't. The majority of the stuff that we pick out and that we pull up and that we have is made by China. If you look on the back of it, made by China, made by China, made in China, made in China, made in Taiwan, so there's not a lot of stuff that says made in the USA. So that means we're not trading a lot. The more stuff that you see of China's, that means that they are sending a bunch of stuff to us. So we are in debt to them. So when it's time for us to trade again, the American currency doesn't mean anything over there when they have so much of it. Because we give them American currency, and then when they see things or want things that we have, they'll use our currency to buy the things, from us. But when you have billions and billions and billions, basically, of American dollars, and America don't got nothing that you want because you make everything, all of the important stuff you got already, why not go to war? Why not? So instead of America paying our debt, we started trading from other people that make either the similar or same thing while still owing that debt. So you don't gonna get pissed? You don't think China, you don't think they're gonna get angry? If somebody owe you some money and you keep seeing them spend money and stuff with other people, but they're not giving you what they owe you, like, hello, eventually it's going to become a problem. Eventually. It's gonna become a problem. It's gonna become an issue. You're gonna want your cash. And when they're calling in debts, that usually means war. If you ain't got our money, then we're gonna come take what we want. Whether it's people, property, land, whatever it is, lives, whatever it is. We're gonna take what's owed to us. But see, us being powerful with the nukes still scare people. So China don't really know when to go in on us because all it takes is one button, and the majority of that country is over there is blown to smithereens. So, and yeah, and they're not allowed to make nukes and stuff like that. That's this whole issue with Donald Trump the last time he was in office, and he sent that big missile over there because Kim was over there allegedly making nuclear weapons, and they're not it's a no over there in Korea, no, you're not allowed to do any of that, because then that'll make them strong, and I feel like that's why they're trying to make these nuclear weapons to try to outmatch ours. Correct. But they don't have our intelligence. They don't have what we have to make our nukes. So they kind of over there like kind of winging it, blowing up facilities and stuff like that because they're doing it improperly. They, because they're not allowed to do so. So yeah, so Trump sent that big old bomb over there and was like, as a warning, he let it, and he dropped it in the ocean over there by them. It was like, look at here. Next one gonna land on you. Next one gonna land on you if y'all keep doing what I hear that you're doing. I ain't stupid now. Now look at here. We'll blow it to smithereens. Do not play with us. So yeah. So even and so like that's why America is so hated, because we're still like bullies. Because we still, even though we owe them, like Korea, South Korea, North Korea, all of them, China, Japan, though we owe them like a lot of money and whatnot, we still telling them what to do. We still telling them what to do. We still like, no. You want to play? You want to play with us? So it's like, so we still like bullies, like so whatever. But shout out to H with 24 before becoming a member. But yeah, so we broke. Long story short. So these banks, because they're banks and can make money, if we can't use the money, then it's worthless. It's pointless. So now we're not just in debt with China and Asia, I should say. We're in debt with even Africa. We're in debt with hell, Iraq. It's one of the reasons we went to war, because of the gasoline and all that stuff. So we're in debt with a lot of people. Okay, and they sick of us. So at this point, we would have multiple enemies. So now some of our enemies are starting to link up, all right? And the ones that would normally bail us out of certain stuff, like with money crisis and stuff like that, are no longer our allies. So that's why these banks are really falling on hard times. At this point, with online banking and all of that, banks can technically dissolve and just go straight online at this point, if you think about it. I mean, you checks and withdraw, make accounts, switch money from accounts. You could do all that on your own. That's the same thing that bank tellers, and stuff like that did. So at this, because they still got to pay their employees and stuff, so it would be more beneficial to these banks to just turn electronic. That's why they're coming out with these robots and stuff too, because again, we are in debt, and the country can make more money if more money was being made instead of having to, because running a business, you're going to have more money out than in, and then eventually, you'll start to have a profit. At this point, we're making no profit. Most businesses aren't profiting, besides the super duper big ones and rich people, like the Amazons and, people like that. But other than that, like, business is tough, like Amazon and stuff like that. That's why when you go to malls are pretty much be like dead. Besides people just like hanging out and walking around and chilling, malls be dead. They really do. Because of online shopping. People shopping online has made it a lot simpler to get stuff done. Everything right at your doorstep, instead of having to go out there and get in traffic and, go into all of these stores and possibilities of getting sick and all of that stuff just because you're around all these people and germs. But some people still do it, like Black Fridays, because of the businesses try to make as the best deals as they can to get you to come in. But other than that, it's like malls are pretty much over with. That's why a lot of them have closed. The outlets and whatnot, they've all closed. So, and they're shutting down left and right. So, Amazon and stuff, eBay, all of they have really taken over. Like the new, like Temu, Wish, all of they really taken over. So yeah, malls are going to be pretty much gone within, like I would say, like the next 3 to 4 years, maybe 5 tops. Malls are going to be gone. They all, you're gonna look up and there will be no malls. So the same thing with banks. There's really no real reason for banks. I mean, unless you're going in to get like a loan or something. Everything else a person can technically do on their phone, even depositing checks and stuff like that. Most banks could just have like a little office, and that just be that. ATM machines are already in existence. They've been creating jobs long ago because they're 24 hours and they're convenient. They're everywhere. So eventually, there will really be no point of banks, and they don't have the money because they borrow from us, just like taxes. They take from us. So when the world need money, they gonna take it whether you give permission or not. So if they need $200 million, they gonna go boop 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 boop, or just a dollar from 200 million people. That's just what they gonna do. They're not gonna ask you. So because they don't money, meaning in our bank we don't have. If they bank only got $20 million and you got 100 million in your account or 200 million in your account, they're not going to tell you we don't have that amount of money. They're not going to tell you that. What they're going to say is either another location that the bank goes through. They can send you there. So they basically want you to stay with their bank. They're not going to send you to another bank because that means that they will have to give you the money in order for you to go to it. So they'll tell you to go to another bank of theirs. Like, oh, if you go to this branch because we on hand we don't carry that much money, or we don't have that much money in the building on a day-to-day basis. And most banks don't. Most banks don't be sitting there with millions of dollars in it. It'd be more so like at the reserves and stuff like that. But electronically, you can see what you have in your account, but it's not physical. Wendy wanted her money to be physical. She wanted to physically get her money. She wanted them to push 20, 30, 40, however much $1 million across the counter to her. And instead of telling her no, because what they were trying to do is just basically open up different accounts for her. So like give her this corporate, A-list corporate account. Make up stuff to make you feel like it's prestige, and we're gonna make this card for you, and it's just for you, and there's no limit on it. You can spend as much as you want, blah blah blah. Because then it's just like this, basically like a credit card. At that point, you're not using like your actual money, but they will take it from your balance, of course. But so it's like they need to borrow money in order to pay you. What you have in it, because their bank literally doesn't have the money. So a lot of these celebrities, like if Jay-Z tried to clear his account right now. No. If Clive Davis tried to clear his account right now and go to another bank, no. They're going to want you to stay right with them because they don't have it. Our country is broke, So a lot of people live here, and a lot of people are moving and trying to get citizenships and stuff in other countries because America's going down bad, real bad. I'm so glad that I done lived. I told my kids, I said, ooh, life for y'all going to be hard. Girl, I said, life for y'all gonna be hard as. I said, I'm so glad I done lived my teen year, all that stuff. I'm so glad I done lived. Ooh, I feel sorry for y'all. I'm like, ooh, y'all going out real bad. Y'all going out real bad. Y'all poor future children. I said, ooh, yeah, y'all going out real bad. So, yeah. So it's just getting worse and worse. And eventually, just like, they've done it before. 9/11, that was a debt call. That was a debt call. We had owed a big bill with Iran and, Iraq and all them. We owed a big bill with oil. And instead of us paying it, just like Americans have always done, they want to go steal it. They want to go take it. So they retaliated by September 11th. That was a retaliation. Like, the retaliation. Like how we call our debt and then y'all attack us because we want our money. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? So it's the same thing. So that was a retaliation. That was not just random. No. Cause and effect. That's why when they came in that room and they told George Bush while he was reading the book to those kids about September 11th happening, like the planes that hit, that's why he didn't flinch. Because he already knew what was up. He knew. They had every reason to attack because he knew that they would. He knew they were because of what he had just had the Americans do. So they already knew. That's why we were already over there. That's why it was easy for the war to start. He ain't had no trouble coming forward and say, we going to war. The majority of the troops and stuff was already over there. It was already there. Cutting off heads, all type of stuff. Like, don't make it seem like we was just sitting over here, minding our business. No. We was over there ending innocent lives and whatnot. Families, children, all of that. All of that and my grill. We was over there wrecking shit. Okay? Talking some chill. Y'all still gonna give us our oil. Y'all still gonna do this. Y'all still gonna do that. And then September 11th. It was like, yeah, call that. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all by playing with us. And then we still went to war and went over there and ended the higher ups, the ones that were actually that we were partnered with, the Saddam Husseins, the Osama bin Ladens. Weren't they all our friends? Because hello, y'all been trading with them, all of that. Like, hello. Now we don't like them. Not now they're public enemy number one. That's weird. And that's why we still over there to this day. Yeah, because we took it. we took it. Yeah, that's how we still getting our oil and all that we stealing. We're not over there with an agreement with our people. No, we blew them up and sent our troops in to destroy everything. Anybody that was not compliant, even all the way down to children. So let's not act like that didn't happen. Like it went like a genocide over there. This wasn't a war. This was we are owed. We owe them. We ain't got the money, so we gonna take them out. Like that is what happened. That's why we still over to this day. Wars end. We are still at war. That war has never ended. When did it start? 2001, 2002? We have been in war since over 20 years. We've been at war with Iraq and Iran, and we're one. Okay? Now we just sit over there facilitating the opium, oil, all of the stuff that we need, taking and sending them back home to America. That's it. They just stole it. I mean, keeping it real, that's what happened. They're truly not our enemy. That we made them our enemy by not paying our debts. Instead of feeling like that, we strong arming people, and with that's what America's been. It's built off that, though. Been built off that. So yeah. So shout out to Wendy Williams. I hope everything works out for her. We know if you're smart, you'll know that they are setting that Wendy up. That Serena lady came in as a guardian to hide it, hide the fact that Wells Fargo don't got Wendy money. She ain't crazy. She knows what she's talking about. She do. You go from knowing how much money you got, not knowing how much money you got. How you from looking at your account and seeing millions of dollars for them to tell you that you actually only got a couple $100,000 and we need to put you on it. It's like, what? Where'd the money go? What? All Wells Fargo had for her was a couple $100,000. Like, yeah, we got a couple $100,000 for you, but that's it. You actually need to be put on a budget and guardianship, because if you're going to look up and you're not going to have any money at all, well, how would I have millions of it? What? I'm not living beyond my means. I'm actually living under them, because I could be out here buying extravagant-ish. Out here buying $2, $3, $4, $5, $6 million homes and multiple places. I could be out here wilding as much as I got. For them to be like, oh, you actually don't. You're actually incompetent. You really don't know what you're talking about. Like, you're delusional. You're a super alcoholic. And all it's like, okay. Alrighty. Because y'all know, like, The Guardian, she had the documentary that Wendy had put up. I believe they had it taken down. So I feel like the reason The Guardian wanted it taken down, because it showed that The Guardian was not around. That I feel like that's why. Because that documentary, to me, or a couple episodes that she had put together, it showed a lot that maybe she shouldn't be controlling her own money. Maybe she shouldn't be doing this. Maybe she shouldn't be doing that. Because it did seem as if she was a really bad alcoholic. Like, she drank every day, all day, bottles and bottles of liquor. Like, it didn't show her in a good. It made it actually showed a bad one and made it seem as if she did need help. She did need a guardian. She did need somebody to, help her, because she cannot do this on her own, clearly. Um, so it's like that's helpful to the guardian, if you ask me, because it's like y'all mad at me for being her guardian, but look at all the stuff she got going on. Like she needs somebody to come and like get it together for her. Would y'all rather her be at home doing what she was doing, drinking all day, barely getting out of bed, all that stuff, or would y'all rather her in the facility not drinking alcohol, getting better and getting herself together? But yeah, so I think that Sabrina wanted the documentary taken down because it showed that she was abandoning Wendy, that all she cares about is controlling the money. She don't really care about Wendy's well-being or anything in that regard because she was not present at all. There wasn't a part of filming to where they said we have to stop filming because Sabrina didn't want to be filmed and she was here visiting her. So no. Wendy's relationship with Sabrina is over the phone. Who know? Have they even met? Even still to this day, it's been years. Have they even met each other? But she's running everything in a woman's life. I think that that's insane, and somebody needs to do something about it. So, if we could free Britney, we can free Wendy. Okay, and I know that Britney has done some kind of lift your eyebrow up at things, but Britney is fine. Okay, Britney is doing A-okay. All right. And she don't have nobody controlling her life, and she don't need nobody in her life. If Brittany want to twirl around and dance all day, she get to twirl around and dance all day. If Brittany want to go spend money, she get to do that. It's fucking hers. She earned it. Like, who are y'all to tell her what to buy? And I'm like, because that's how I'm looking at it with me. This my money. Ain't nobody telling me what to buy. Like, I don't care if it's stupid, if it's frivolous. Oh, well, it's my money. Like, don't worry about it. It's like you worried about it because you want it, is what it's given. Like, you're worried about it because you want to spend it. Is what it's given. Like, you waste the money on that when I could have used the money to do ... That's what it gives. Like, that's weird. Like, why are you so pressed? Like, why? Like, ugh. Why are you so worried about it? But let's get into Kiki Palmer. So Kiki Palmer says she's her hatred for her parents for a long time. There was so much pressure. The actress whose breakthrough role came when she was just 11 revealed the pressure to be the family's breadwinner was just too much. Kiki has some ups and downs in her relationships with her parents. The second of Sharon and Larry Palmer's 4 children, Kiki, 31, felt some major pressure after she landed her breakout role as Akilah in The Beat in 2006, which she followed up with 2008's True Jackson's VP on Nickelodeon, which truly launched her into child stardom and solidified her as the primary breadwinner for her family. The actress told The Cut that there was so much pressure to rise to the occasion for my community, for my parents, for my siblings, for their sacrifices. It led to hatred on her end. Kiki's quote, "I hated my parents for a long time," she admitted. Though her loved ones weren't saying that the pressure was on her, that was the reality, and she knew it. Because I'm the one that we all came for. Now, I would have to agree with Kiki Palmer here. I would understand her hating her parents. Now, this does not mean that her parents are bad people or that she doesn't have good parents. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please hit the like. What I can't stand with celebrity families and celebrities getting into the industry, it is not their responsibility to take care of everyone. It is not. And coming in as a kid makes it worse because her mother and father were responsible for them financially. So for you to put all the financial weight on me, meaning the income that I bring in is taking care of everyone, that isn't fair because Kiki should have been able to save that money. She should have been able to do that. Okay? Should have been able to save. She should have been able to turn 18 and the money she accumulated from being 11 all the way up to 18, then take that money and going to have fun with it or going to do whatever she wants with it instead of using it on a day-to-day basis to take care of not only her parents, but her siblings too. So she wanted to take a break and wanted to chill and not do, just wanted to be like a kid or a teenager. She can't. That's a big pressure to be putting on someone. Like, or I can't, stay and or join a sport or do this or that because I'm the breadwinner. You know, I have to go act. Although acting and being a child star can be very depressing because again you're a kid being put into adult situations. The only difference between a child actor and an adult actor is the age. That is it. The pressures, all of that stuff is still the same. It's still the same. The only thing that makes it different is you know how old you are. That's why a lot of kids come into the industry earlier. Like when they're younger, they start drinking and doing drugs and all of that stuff really early because they are being put in a lot of adult situations around a lot of adults. Case in point, Keke was 15 years old dating a 20-year-old. She was 15 and he was 20, which let's get to that. Her challenges within her family dynamic led to her to identify particularly well with her Nickelodeon characters, a 15-year-old high school student who she put in charge of a major fashion brand. She was climbing the corporate ladder, working a grown-up job as a kid. I felt the same way. Keke taught the outlet of True Jackson, who she played for 2 seasons from 2008 to 2011. She was making it happen for herself independently in the world. Growing up with that character, it bled over into how I wanted to show up, how I wanted to deal with life. Keke opened about previously challenges of her childhood fame, particularly given the relationship she was in throughout her time on VP True Jackson. So while she was on this show, this is what was going on. I had a great time doing True Jackson VP, but it was also a very stressful, difficult, depressive time. She told People for an October cover story as she revealed she dated a 20-year-old while she was only 15 while starring on the show. So again, you're pushing her to feel like she's older than what she is. So instead of her wanting to date somebody around her age, like another 15 or 16-year-old or 17 tops, she dating a 20-year-old because she don't feel like a 15-year-old. She feel like she grown up. She already taking care of her whole family. She been doing it for years. So you're pushing her into an adult role because the majority of the people she's around are adults. The people on the set, the writers, the directors, the producers, makeup, dressing, they're all grown. Everybody grown. Everybody's an adult. Yeah. So even starring on the show with other children, they all in their own dressing rooms and all of that stuff. I'm sure sometimes they talk to each other, but the majority of the time, all of the kids are surrounded by adults. So you hear them have conversations, you see how they're communicating, all of that. You're gonna pick that up, just like we do homes, our households and stuff. A lot of times when we are arguing and fighting and stuff, we are mimicking behavior that we saw. So if you saw your mom and your dad get into crazy arguments, they'll fight and throw things at each other, run all through the house, destroy property and clothes and all of that stuff, you're going to do the same thing. You're going because your body's just going to it's in your subconscious. So subconsciously, sometimes we just kind of just do stuff, without even realizing that we did it, and that's where a lot of that behavior comes from. So it's like when you fighting and arguing with your boyfriend or girlfriend, that's how a lot of your energy is going to be. You're going to shout the things that you heard. If your dad was calling your mom or his girlfriend or whatever, your stepmom, bitches and hoes and all of that stuff, and you a slut, you bitch, I'll kill you. You're going to do the same thing that you're prone to your environment. So, and we're like sponges. When we're kids, how we learn how to talk, it's all based off the people around us. If they speak Spanish, we're going to speak Spanish. If they speak English, we speak English. If they speak Portuguese, we speak Portuguese. That just what it is, So it's the same thing being in the industry as a child. You grow up quickly. You grow up really fast before your time. You're given responsibilities and duties that you shouldn't have. And that's a big burden to put on a child, like how Joe Jackson did with his kids. I never appreciated that. The Osbournes, all of it, like that was crazy that y'all put the pressure on them to take care of y'all. And that's not their responsibility. So them growing up with issues and problems and stuff like that is crazy. Like the Jacksons, I believe 2 of the brothers have a baby by the same woman, don't they? I believe. It was something like that. Or he one of them was dating one or engaged to one, and then the other one married and had kids. I don't know. It's something like that. But I mean, those issues, those inner conflicts. Yeah, Randy and Jermaine, correct. So those inner conflicts come in with being grown up too soon. You know, being so close to each other, so close knit, and what the struggles, the battles, and stuff that they went through. Was it worth it in the end? I don't think so. I don't think it was worth it. They missed, their childhoods. So to basically skip your childhood and teenage years and go straight into adulthood, you don't think there's gonna be a lot of issues with that? Because a part of growing up, it's necessary to have a childhood, and also it's good to have those things to be able to live your. If Michael Jackson was able to do those things, he wouldn't have made Neverland. He wouldn't have had to buy carousels and wanted to be Peter Pan, and he wouldn't have to do all that if he would have had a childhood. Because he would have been able to live those things out. Actually use that imagination of his and be creative and all of that stuff as a child. No, he was too busy working already. He was too busy taking care of a family already. It's the same thing with Kiki's career. I think Kiki has a love for singing because Kiki Palmer has a voice. I think she has a love for it. I think she couldn't give it her all because she was so dependent on acting because it's what she was known for. And that's her bread. That's how she takes care of her family, which is not fair. She should not have to take care of everybody. Why is that her responsibility? Why does she have to take care of everyone? Why? What? And Kiki has had money problems, many money problems. If she wasn't taking care of a whole family, maybe she wouldn't have those issues. Maybe she wouldn't. Everybody is dependent on her. Everybody. So don't nobody feel like they necessarily have work, or I'm not talking about her siblings, like her sisters. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about like her mom and her father. It's not their responsibility to take care of you. If anything, a child should look out for you, but not take care of you. Not at all. Come in and slide some money in, the mailbox, just because they love you, just because they want to, not because they feel obligated. Like they shouldn't feel that way. And it's unfortunate it happens with a lot of Black stars. And that's why I think that they fall, when they do fall, they fall to nothing. They fall to ground zero. Like the Orlando Browns and, stuff like that. Like they don't really have nothing back on because they've been taking care of everybody their whole life. They were last instead of putting themselves first. That's why I can appreciate about like Beyonce and Jay-Z. They don't look out for their families, but they don't take care of them. No, they do not. And it's not their responsibility. It doesn't matter how much money they have. That is their money. Like, I feel like a person would be weird to be like, oh, Jay-Z, your cousin? Why you ain't got no mansion? Because I'm not rich. He is. He is. I didn't help him do none of this. He did all this stuff on his own. I'm just his cousin. He don't owe me nothing. Not at all. Now, if he want to look out for me, cool. But if he don't, no love lost. Why would there be? He earned all of that. So why does he have to be taking care of me and my mom? And they're like, you take everybody, gonna look up, you'll have nothing. If they live their life based off that, Bobby Brown, he took care of his whole family. Oh, he had the whole house living basically in a mansion that he had bought, or the whole family living in a mansion he had bought. He would take care of his mama, his father, his brothers. So he would take care of everybody. And then when he plummeted, when he wasn't making as much money as he was, the family couldn't offer nothing because they were all dependent on Bobby. They were all dependent on him. That is a lot of pressure to put on someone. Whitney Houston had to buy the house out of that because it was like a compound type of situation. She had to buy it, and then she sold it back to Bobby for $1. So she got him out of debt. She ended up purchasing the mansion fully, getting the deed, and she sold it to Bobby so that his family can keep it. Because she was basically, they're not moving up in here. So, let me go ahead and get let's go ahead and pay this off. And then, she did. She paid off the debt, and they were still married at the time. She paid it off, and like, here you go, give me $1. Here you go. Now tell your family it's theirs. They own it. And they still ended up losing it because they don't have no money. When you are rich, you are rich. Why would I move you into my neighborhood if you can afford to be in my neighborhood? That doesn't make any sense. Why would I buy you a $5 million home if you can't keep up with a $5 million home? There's upkeep, yard service, property tax, taxes. There's all type of stuff that you have to pay for. So I'm either going to have to pay this forever, or I can put you up in some can afford yourself. Okay, buy you a nice house, or help you get a nice, give you a nice healthy down payment on the house, and then you only got a few thousand to pay off, and then it's yours. You do whatever you want with it after that, whether you want to pass it down, mortgage it, whatever you want to do after that. But it's in some a neighborhood that you can afford, so that if you do fall into hard times, you don't have to sell your house because you're falling on hard times. Like, no, you own your house. So this is an asset. So falling on hard times is, you at least you know you got somewhere to stay. You're gonna keep a roof over yours and your kid's head. So now the most you got to worry about is utilities and food and stuff like that. Better that than having to move. All that. That's a lot. That can be a whole lot. So yeah, but they don't do that. Instead, a lot of these black families, number one, move them in with them, and all it just, to me, it's not a good look. You know, I would rather set my family up. The ones that would look out for me is the ones that I would look out for. I would set them up in situations to where they could be successful, not set them, buy them a nice townhome, or something like that, or in a decent area, an apartment in the sky, but it's affordable, you know. So yeah, I don't get why, they made it means I made it. My kid could blow up right now. Guess what I'm gonna do? Working. I'm not gonna stop working. Not at all. Correct. I'm not gonna stop working. Even managing them. I'm not gonna, because I would at least be co-manager so I can see everything that's going on, like with their money, all of that stuff. And I will put the money in an account for them. Because I would never want my kid to feel like I stole from them or I took from them, or, I would never want, because that's a different type of betrayal, doing something like that. And a lot of families are like that. They will, like parents, the momagers and daddingers, will make purchases and stuff without the kids' knowledge, put certain money in bank accounts and stuff, and they spend it, and the kid has no idea. Yeah, so I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't want her to feel that way. And then the more money she had when she got older, the better, because it all belongs to her or him, whichever one of my kids. So yeah, like I would keep working. I would keep doing my day to day, because nothing's promised. Because your kid could be blown up overnight and they super successful, and then, they got money coming in and all of that, and then it could just stop. So why put yourself in a predicament that you may fail? So I would put myself in a home that my kids were comfortable in. I wouldn't go take my kids' money and go buy no mansion or nothing like that. For what? What if this don't work out? What if they fall off? What if they do something to get canceled? Or something like that, to where, we gotta fall back or budget or watch how we spend. And they'll still be a kid, so they'll still need me to take care of them, you know. So yeah, I would keep working though. I would not stop working. I would keep doing that because it's my responsibility to take care of my kid, not the other way around. So yeah, I don't get how people, I can respect parents that keep working and doing whatever it is that they do. Now somebody do need to be there, with the child. So that's why it would probably be me, because I work from home. So I could take my work on the road with me. So I would definitely be there for my kid, because I'm not just handing my kid to strangers and just hoping that they do right by them. Yeah, no. I'm going to be right there hip and hip with my kids. So, correct. I'll be right there with my baby. I don't know about other people, but I'll be right there. But yeah, I would keep working. I would keep doing my thing. If anything, I would just grow my audience even bigger if my kid was a celebrity. My audience would just get bigger, and I would just make more money, than I'm already making. So I think that it would be smarter for me to profit in that regard, because then I could keep profiting off of it long term versus temporarily. Because some kids, you look up and they're doing great, and then they disappear. It's just like, where do they go? So if they disappeared, so did the money. Okay. They don't just, you gotta make money in order to get money. So if you're not doing nothing to make it, where is it coming from? So yeah, I don't think that that's cool. And if she wanted to follow a different dream or follow a different passion, why should she have the pressure on her to not be able to do so because she has to act or she has to do this because she's taking care of so many people? So she truly wanted to pursue singing. Singing ain't what's paying Kiki's bills. So that's a risk, doing that. She's taking a risk to put everything into her singing when her moneymaker is acting. That's what brings in the dough. So I think that's another reason too, why she's probably resentful, because there's dreams and not just singing, other things too, that she wanted to follow and probably couldn't do those things based off of a responsibility that she doesn't deserve. So yeah, so shout out to Kiki Palmer for that. But again, like I said at the beginning of the show, if Kiki hated her parents because she was taking care of them, then that means you still do, because you are still taking care of them. You are. You still look out for your parents. You still get them money. You still do all of your siblings, and all of that. Please hit the like. Almost 500 likes. Thank y'all so much. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. She has a talk show too. Yes, Kiki is a hustler. She a hustler by any means necessary. She a hustler. She definitely is. I mean, she can have an amazing show. She has been in the industry since she was 11. She's made a lot of friends in the industry. So yeah, she would have a very successful show. And she has a great personality. So yeah, I could definitely see, instead of them giving like the Jennifer, people like that. Sorry, Jennifer, love you down, but you just don't have the it factor when it comes to me. It's if they are showing highlights of the end of your show, girl, then that means during the show is very boring. So if it takes for them to be clapping and making songs and that's what's being shared and everybody's talking about that and whatnot, but they're not talking about you actually sitting down with people when you enter it, people not sharing that. That's not being shared, girl. That's not. Okay? What's being shared is the after show, like when people are leaving. Like, that's what everybody, just keep it real. But I see more what's going viral on Jennifer's show of people leaving than them actually arriving and sitting down and it being like, share like a Tamron Hall or Wendy Williams back in the day, whatnot. Like they got their clips of their show, like what they said during the show is what will go viral, not clapping in a song backstage and saying thank you for coming to the show, like is what everybody's waiting for. So that means that you could go. Same thing with Sherry Shepherd. Love Sherry Shepherd. She was cute back in the day, funny back in the day. But her show can go too. I think we need some younger, older blood, meaning people that are, I would say, late 20s, early 30s, or late 30s, something like that. I think we need more of those people so people can feel like they like grew with them, instead of older christened women that people don't really have an interest in, like a Sherry Shepherd or a Jennifer Hudson. We have no interest. Okay, it's been tried time and time again. Queen Latifah and so many other, Monique, all of them have had these talk shows and they've all failed because people can't relate to them. Monique sitting up there, oh, my baby's this, my baby's that. No, you should have been funny. Monique should have had a comedy show to where people just laughed and laughed and laughed their head off. Her show was way too positive. It should have been more dirt, more gossip. That's what talk shows is about, like gossip, dirt, trending things, sex, marriage, like all of that. But like the stuff that people don't necessarily want to talk about, that's what's going to keep people interested in a show. Jennifer is boring. I'm sorry. Her interviewing skills, boring. That she's boring. Wendy wasn't boring. Wendy knew how to get the tea, and we also felt like we grew up with her, like we knew her. She went from radio to talk show, all that. So she used to be on a red carpet, killing it. So we got to know her, and she was interesting, and she kept it scandalous, and you never know what she was gonna get. Very spicy, is how she kept it. So that made people tune in. People really liked that aspect of Wendy, and she had a winning personality, a great personality. It's like she could meet you right where you were. She could be, cute and classy and pristine with you, or she could get a little hood if she got to. How you doing? That. But when it comes to these other girls, Sherry, boring. Sorry, she's boring. Sherry Shepherd is boring. She is. She's boring. Same thing with Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson is boring. Like, I love Jennifer. Amazing talent, great singer, great actress, all of that. But when it comes to talking a talk show, sweetie, it's not for you. It's just not. I can't watch the show. I can't. I would rather watch Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson was at least like bubbly, and sometimes she would ask the wrong questions that she probably shouldn't have asked. You know, I would rather watch Kelly Clarkson. Honestly, I'm just keeping it real. Kelly was fun. You know, she was cute, quirky. Um, yeah, I liked her. You know, I like Kelly Clarkson's show. I thought it was cute. But I just can't get into Jennifer. I tried. I watched a few times. I just can't get into it. I can't. I can't get into it. Sherry Shepherd as well. I can't get into it, even with the breast reduction. I can't get into it. Like, I just be sitting there like, girl, you sit here smiling with all these damn teeth, and it's just like, girl. Like, I was over it. Yes, Drew Barrymore can go as well. I love Drew Barrymore as an actress. I do. But her show can leave as well. By Drew. By Drew. I just feel like they're giving the wrong personality show. Kiki Palmer would have a banging show. She would, in my opinion, she would just have to leave acting. Yes, I think it would be hard to do both. You have to pick a lane when you're going to do it. I think that's why Tyra Banks' show got canceled, because I feel like Tyra had a good show. I just think that it was her, the modeling and all of that stuff, and having a whole nother TV show. It was like she wasn't giving the show enough time. So I like that's what made it cancel, because the charisma, the personality, and all of that kind of like left towards the last season and whatnot. But I feel like Tyra Banks had a decent show because she has a good personality. So it was decent. You know, it was fine. I didn't hate it. And she had great guests. That's another thing about Tyra Banks. She had great guests that she would bring onto the show. Yeah, I just think that they should, because if you had Kiki Palmer, if she had a show, it would be lit. It would be a great show. I just think it would be hard for people to take her seriously as a talk show host if she's doing other things. Like, we need you. Like Wendy, she was just a talk show host. Like, you know, like she dabbled in producing, like with movies and stuff like that. But she wasn't out here like in acting and in movies. No, she wasn't doing none of that stuff. Her main focus was that show. And that's why it was so good, because she was consistent. And yeah. So, not Steve. I can not. But no, I think Kiki Palmer has an amazing personality. She's really funny. And she's like for real funny. Like, even when she's not trying to be funny, she's funny. So I think people would eat her up. I think people would love Kiki. I think if they gave Kiki a multi-million-dollar, and she's been on many shows, like Jay Leno, I think, not Jay Leno, what's his face, the other one. She co-hosted with him for a while, Jimmy Kimmel. And she was on like Good Morning America or something like that. She also had another show that she was on too. So she does shows well. She is a crowd favorite. I think Jimmy Fallon, and I can think of Jimmy Fallon. So yeah, I think the audience will love her. I do. I think Kiki will have a great show. She would just have to be consistent, and yeah, do nothing else pretty much. Be dedicated to it, commit to it, and I think it will go really far. She could be bigger than Wendy ever was. You know. So yeah, so shout out to Kiki. I think that would be great. Because these other girls is just not cutting it. They wasting millions of dollars on these people, and they just can't cut it. They just can't cut it. They can't. Talk show wise, that's why the talk show host thing, I feel like, is dying, and people are more so going to social media for their tea. You know, like YouTube, TikTok, other places, for like gossip and all of, because we know how to give it up. I think we have winning personalities over here and giving up the gossip as well. But when it comes to these talk shows, like the Jennifer Hudsons and the Sherry Shepherds and all of that, girl, I cannot. They're basic. No disrespect, they just basic. So let's get into Mia and Hagar right before we clear it on out. Okay, where? Okay, Mia. Okay, where? Yes, I'm not calling her MIA. I'm calling her Mia. You gotta try her. So yeah. Oh, actually, let me go to. Tasha K. Okay. So Mia, yep, set with the hag. Let me show y'all. So y'all can see for yourself. So Mia set with the hag, y'all. Mia claims that Jay-Z and Roc Nation tried to give her a slave contract with the NFL. Now let's get into this. Shout out to Unwind with Tasha K. Shout out to Unwind with Tasha K. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit like. Who is Mia? Her. Her, the Dirty Jasmine. Dirty Jasmine. Here she go, right?
Like it's not just fighting for my kid, but don't forget, in that same time, I was fighting the NFL. I know. Right? All of that. I was fighting giants. Fucking giants. I was fighting giants, and nobody fucking came to help me. And listen, at that time, Jay-Z, Roc Nation was supposed to negotiate that, but they wanted me to sign this thing, which was slavery. It was modern day slavery where NFL takes 100% of my earnings, and that is slavery. So you can say you're for that power, yet you're doing that, like, now, if Malcolm X did say, if you sympathize with oppression, right, in anywhere, you sympathize with oppression everywhere, and you cannot be the oppressing force in one place and cry. Be the very thing that cries about oppression, making $1 billion in the next. And the only justification to why he's more right than I am is because he says to people, he goes into boardrooms and says to people, which I will never say, is he says, it's important for me to be a billionaire, because Black people need to be billionaires. And why does specifically he, at that time, I've had this conversation with white money people when they go, it's important that Jay-Z becomes a billionaire. And I go, why? And they said, because he wants to open up a casino. He wants to open up this, he should have an alcoholic brand. He needs to have a casino. He needs to have this. And you're like, why the fuck does anybody need a casino? Like another fucking casino money in this world.
And it makes it very possible for people to launder money all day.
Yeah. So, like, why, even the fact that you want to become so powerful, then you're not saying, because he needs to build schools for Black people in Black neighborhoods. It's because he wanted to build casinos for Black people.
For them to keep wasting their money, and then for him to keep getting them overpriced merchandise. It's a rat trap.
Yeah.
All of it is. The sad part is that hip-hop has now turned itself over to this greed machine.
Making a song.
And doesn't realize
Making a
it's time to
song.
unplug.
Making a song. Cry.
It's time to unplug.
Making a
Yeah,
song.
so
Making a
terms
song.
of
Making the song.
bringing people to higher
Why?
consciousness,
Not
and
my
it's something
son.
that Black people very
Not
openly
my
talk about,
son.
and it's
Not my
about getting to
son.
that,
But the
getting
song
back to
gon'
that.
whine.
Okay, like this is where we're at, this is what's happening,
Barbie says,
you
Sean,
have
did
to
you used to be?
be brave
Shut the
enough to
fuck up, Mia. She said, Barbie says, Sean, have you been with Hagar once upon a time? No.
do the thing and talk and bring up these
I don't know this hoe.
conversations. And it's about trying to get through to as many souls as possible, because you gambling is not going to fix soul. It's a cheap exterior fix. You gambling and winning $50,000 or $100,000 is an external fix.
Jasmine, what are you talking about, Dirty Jasmine?
But it does not check in with your spirit. It's in.
Talk about how you was at the NFL. You try to act like you, because here's the thing. So she's talking to the hag with these braids. Hag, the braids look a mess. At least you got braids this time that you can put your helmet on still. Girl, you look a mess. Girl, you look a mess. Oh, girl, you look a mess. So, girl, so the hag sitting here, and I'm still trying to figure out where her neck is. Grew. But she's sitting here and they talking about Grew. Jay-Z, she said that the NFL, Dirty Jasmine, Dirty Jasmine, Mia at the top, she said that Jay-Z tried to sign her into a slavery contract with the NFL. Now, long story short, Jay-Z had her do the perform at the NFL. And the NFL said that they would be taking 100% of all of the, I guess, income that was made off of the performance. And Mia did not agree with that. Well, if she did not agree with that, then why did she go up there and perform? Not only did she go up there and perform, so again, why do it? You didn't have to sign the contract. You didn't have to go up there and perform. I can't stand when somebody do something and then they blame somebody else. Like, put Jay-Z to the side. Let's just say the NFL, Jay-Z had nothing to do with it, and the NFL reaches out to her and asks her to perform, and then they show her the contract, they let her know that she's not going to be making any profit, which is normal in the performances for the NFL. And she still signs, she still does it, and then when she's done, wants to get mad at them. Why? When you didn't have to do it. Said no, you said yes. So it's like, what the fuck? You know? Like you can't pay for that type of exposure. That's why they don't pay usually people to do it, because you get a lot of exposure. Millions upon millions upon millions of people the NFL, you know. So, anyways, so not only did she perform, but she got up there since she was mad that she wasn't getting any money. She flicked off the camera. She gave the camera the middle finger, and she was fined. Okay, now the NFL fined her 1.5, something like that, $1 million. And then when I fined her, sued her for $1.5 million, and then they ended up adding another 15 or either 15.1 or 14.1 million on top of that. So her and the NFL came to a settlement for an undisclosed amount, but the NFL won. So she ended up having to pay the NFL millions of dollars. She absolutely did. So now she wants to twist it and turn it, I guess, and blame Jay-Z. Oh, well, Jay-Z, you keep getting into business dealings with these crazy bitches. So when they decide to come forward, Dirty Jasmine and Dirty Hag decide to come forward and say that you effed them over and all of that. Oh, well, Sean Carter. Oh, well, Beyonce husband. Oh, well. Oh, goddamn well. She said you tried to make her a slave. Oh well, look, girl, please. I would defend him. Oh well, she said to try to make her a slave. It just is what it is, Jay-Z. All right. Now she said you tried to make her get plastic surgery and all of that stuff. Look at here, I don't have time to defend none of that shit. She said you did, so it is what it is. You keep working with these psycho 1, psycho 2. You keep working with these weirdos. That's on you. But yeah, so this is what she's talking about. And I'm a girl.
Inside out, every step of the way, and that is what it's about. And you know, and Kanye had to go through this lesson because he made that $1 billion exactly on all those principles. Then he had to lose it, and that was his battle. You know, he had to lose it, show people he can lose it, you know, and show that he's not destroyed.
Mia looked like she got lice.
But he had to pay that price.
Are you tired of unreliable phone?
Ooh, shout out to Tasha K. Period. With the promo, girl. Okay, y'all, look at this. So let's get into this tea what we was just talking about, girl. Let's get she look like she got lice. Okay, so like whatever. She looks like she got lice. It happens. So Mia, here she go again, Dirty Jasmine. Here go Dirty Jasmine. Once again, girl. So we just listened to what they say right there. That her and the hag done sat down and had a pointless conversation because it went nowhere, literally. So anyways, during a recent Instagram live, Mia shared with Jaguar that she was pushed into a settlement with the NFL. The British rapper alleged that Jay-Z and Roc Nation played a role in pressuring her, liking the situation to slavery. She stated, I was fighting giants at the time. Jay-Z, Rock Nation was supposed to negotiate that. They wanted me to sign this thing, which was slavery. It was modern day slavery where the NFL takes 100% of my earnings. Girl, you ain't gonna make none. No, wait. Dirty Jasmine? Girl, nobody wanna hear that one damn song. Why you, girl? Why she act like she about to is performing that one damn song? Girl, that's why you do the halftime show. You ain't got 12 minutes of music. Like, it's the entitlement for me. It's the entitlement for me. It's like one song. Like, ugh. How much was you expecting to make off of going up there talking about something? If you come around here, like, girl, get high like planes. Like, girl, how much money was you expecting to make off that one damn song? Like, oh my God, like, girl, stop acting like you got a catalog. You don't. Like, you have one song, Millie, for goddamn Nelly. You don't just go sit your push it. Go sit, girl. If you ain't gonna sit that, while he was beaming, I was beaming, and my beam is just beaming. Girl, look at here, Blue. Look at here, Miss Contrail, girl. Y'all be having y'all nerve. Girl, they do. They be having they nerve with one goddamn song. Acting like, like they getting up there Diana. I'm Diana Ross. Like, are you kidding me? I'm not gonna make anything off of this. Like, excuse me. You got your damn nerve, Mrs. Pepper Plain, Dirty Jasmine. You got your nerve, girl. The NFL sued the singer for $16.6 million after her infamous middle finger during the Super Bowl halftime show, headlined by Madonna. So again, Madonna was the headliner of the show, like Kendrick is the headliner this coming year, okay? So again, she don't have enough songs to headline. So imagine Madonna not having the issue, not making any money because she didn't. You do not get paid to do the NFL halftime show. You do not. Okay, you get so much damn publicity off of it. You should be making your phone should be ring a ling 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 ling before you even leave the goddamn place. So, my girl. Associate. Okay, halftime show headline. Okay. ESPN reported that the league quickly filed a claim with the American Association demanded $1.5 million 1 month later. Performers at the Super Bowl are bound by strict contracts that impose heavy fines for non-compliance with league standards. When negotiations stalled, the NFL filed again 2 years later, adding $15.1 million to its demand. In 2014, the singer's lawyer Howard King confirmed to ESPN's Darren Rovell that a private settlement was reached by the league. So imagine going up there complaining about not making money, giving the middle finger during the halftime show, all of that, and you only out here for a piece at a time. All of that just to end up getting sued for $16.6 million. What was the point? If you mad about not making money, why would you go out there and do something to where you have to give money? That's stupid. That's dumb. Like, now you owe them millions of dollars when you could have made millions of dollars just off the publicity and the promotion that you got. So now, didn't nobody even want to work with her because she gave the middle finger during the show? Why would people want to be bothered with that? Hey, I have this brand that I would really love you to be the spokesperson for, but it's like, no. Why would anybody going to work with you? They're going to overlook you, Dirty Jasmine? So that's what they did, Dirty Jasmine, and you mad. And you mad, Dirty Jasmine. So it's just like, girl. But I mean, if you want to blame that on you, go right ahead. They ain't got nothing to do with me. And I will not be defending him at all whatsoever. You say it's Jay-Z's fault? Hey, it's Jay-Z's fault. I guess, Jay-Z the reason you went up there and gave the middle finger and all that stuff. Hey, it is what it is. I have no issue with it, and I'm not going to argue for Jay-Z. He can do it himself, okay? Him or Queen Bee, Baby Blue, Baby Rumi, sir, they got it. They daddy. So singer Mia faces criticism for comments on Beyonce and Black Lives Matter. Let's get into that. I'll do it later. Let's get into that. So, Mia has been criticized for her comments about Beyonce, the Black Lives Matter movement, and the lack of similar protest organizations aimed at addressing violence towards Muslims. In an interview in the Evening Standard, the singer, whose real name is Maya Arugulazum, said that the Black Lives Matter is the only problem that's talked about in the US and called on stars such as Beyonce to highlight the plight of other groups, including Syrians. It's interesting, her quote, it's interesting that in America, the problem you're allowed to talk about is Black Lives Matter. It's not a new thing to me. It's what Lauryn Hill was saying in the 1990s or Public Enemy in the 1980s. She said, is Beyonce or Kendrick Lamar going to say Muslim lives matter or the Syrian lives matter or these kids in Pakistan lives matter? Cheerio. No ho. Not at all. Why would they? Why would they? Okay? That stuff isn't going on in America. Black Lives Matter movement is an American movement. Hello? Hello? Whatever. If they were in Pakistan, why not say that? If they were in Syria, why not say that? Why go to Syria and say Black Lives Matter? That's stupid. You should go and reflect what's going on in their territory. And in Syria, there's things going on there. In Pakistan, there's things going on there. So why would Beyonce be in Pakistan talking about some Black Lives Matter? Why would Kendrick Lamar be in Syria talking about Black Lives Matter? What? That don't even make sense. That's why you got sued, ho. That's why you got sued, Dirty Jasmine. That's a more interesting question. And you cannot ask it on a song that's Apple. You cannot ask it on an American TV program. You cannot create that tag on Twitter. Michelle Obama is not going to hump you back. Whatever that means. Okay. No, we don't care about that. Okay, so Jonetta Elise, more commonly known as Netta, who along with DeRay McKesson is one of the most prominent Black Lives Matter organizers, said Mia, really has no clue, adding that the local news barely even cared about Mike Brown. Okay, looky here. Because y'all are getting on my nerves with shit. Okay. Black Lives Matter does not mean other lives do not matter. That's not what it means. Okay? It is an American movement because in America, Black men and Black women were being slain wrongfully by police based off the color of their skin, their race and nationality, which are Black African lives. Okay? Yeah. It's not happening to white people. It's not happening to Pakistanians. It's not happening to Syrians. It's not happening to Asians. It's not happening to Latinos. And no. Blacks. Okay? Since their lives are being thrown away every other day, traffic stops, all type of stuff, and dead. Just getting rid of us, like literally slaughtering us. With no justice. Nobody, it's just, oh well. A police officer felt threatened, they did what they had to do. Oh well, lock them up. Oh well, let's move on. Okay? Like their lives don't matter. They will move on as if their life doesn't matter because they're Black. Nobody faced justice or reaped any consequences because it was a black life. Correct. So that's why we came forward so that our people and people that look like us, so save ourselves by letting them know, like, hey, we are here. We are nothing to fear. Don't get us wrong. We'll beat y'all ass. White people, we will fuck y'all up. We will. But only when warranted. Other than that, pull me over and see a human being. Don't pull me over and see no crook, no thug, no none of that. Don't pull me over in fear. None of that. Because that's why a lot of black people, especially men, react to authority and white people in that way because of how y'all treat us. Don't treat us that way, and you will get a different response. If we didn't feel like when we getting pulled over that we about to die, we wouldn't act so drastically at times. We wouldn't. We wouldn't. If we felt safe being pulled over, we wouldn't mind pulling over. We wouldn't mind. But we don't feel like y'all pulling over a person. We feel like y'all pulling over an animal. These police officers took lives because black men had weapons, and they had the licensing to register. The weapon was registered. They legally could have that weapon, and they still can pop out in front of their own kids. They kids in the car. And you pop him because he black. Not because he aimed the weapon at you. Not because he threatened you. None of that. Just simply because you saw it and you feel like he black, he definitely gonna hurt me. Because white people get pulled over, they get out the car with their weapon on their hip and they survive. They survive. But if a black man get out the car with a weapon on his hip, it's the Marine, the police knocking on the wrong door. He had a weapon because they were beating on his door and he didn't know why. This just happened last year. Beating on his door and he didn't know why because they had the wrong apartment. And he on the phone talking to his girlfriend. Somebody's beating. He comes to the door with his weapon that he's licensed to have. Okay? And he gets slain because he was black with a weapon. That's a black life. His family has still received no justice, no consequences for nobody, and he was innocently slain. There was no reason for him to be shot. No reason. None. Atiana, the police officer, shot her through the window. Because she black. If he would have saw a white woman in there, I'm just not convinced that he would have did it because they came to plenty of white people's homes. And we didn't hear nothing about no white woman being wrongfully pop out because she moved too fast. But since a black one did, that's what it is. Y'all fear us before y'all even speak to us. It's like y'all treat us like a dog roaming the neighborhood with no owner or no leash. When y'all see us, y'all upon approach, y'all already got it because y'all just feel like we're gonna attack. We're dangerous. We're rabid dogs with disease and all the like. That's how y'all treat us. So we have to let y'all know that we matter and that we are human. That is the movement is out. I don't care nothing about the foundation and raise the money and still I don't care nothing about that because the movement has always been true. So why compare it? Like y'all are so weird. If anything, y'all just showing it because then y'all get mad at that when black people are finally unified with something after because we do so much arguing with each other. We do so much tearing down of each other, being our own people. We do so much tearing each other down and whatnot. But when we finally come to agreeing on something, y'all want to poke holes in that too. Well, I can't support Black Lives Matter. Why? What the does that have to do with anything? Dirty Jasmine. If you feel like more needs to be done for Pakistanians and Syrians and stuff like that, then fucking say something. Do something. Start hashtags. Do these interviews and talk about what's going on. Help them. Start a foundation. Create hashtags. There's plenty of people that'll help. Because if you start a Syrian Lives Matter or a Pakistani Lives Matter, who are we to come and tell you that they don't or we don't support it? It's not our business. That's how I look at it. Business. I'm too busy over here supporting Black Lives Matter, but Pakistani Lives Matter too. Ain't no hate. We got things to do at home. We gonna start at the crib. before we get out here worried about what's going on in other countries, and other countries ain't worried about us. So yeah, we gonna start at the crib, Mia, Dirty Jasmine, if that's okay with you. And you can start at the crib too, cause you British, ho. But aren't you like Pakistani or something like that, like yourself? You ain't even at the crib, but talking about it. Imagine sitting over here living this cushy lifestyle in America, but want to talk about what your people are going through. We'll do something about it. Instead of going on NFL shows, flipping a middle finger to owe money that you don't have. Yeah, everything you do is very so much backwards. It very so much is. So yeah, you can start a cause, and that will be just fine. It's not our fault that we're unified. One of the first times in a long time that Black people actually come together and love on each other and agree with each other. Y'all want to rip that apart too by trying to make it look like it's racist or prejudiced with us stating that our lives matter. They do. Like, hello? We're saying that as a way of survival, not a way of poking at someone. Not a way of making other races or nationalities feel less than. No, they're just taking us out left and right. And it's not going to get any better unless we do something. Because white people not turning on the TV every day seeing one of their people gone for nothing. All because they were basically Black. Like, y'all not going through that. It's not every day you look up and a white life is being taken. An Asian life is being taken by law enforcement. And that's not happening. Hello? And other people in America saw it just like we saw it. Even white people, yeah, this is getting ridiculous. Asian people see the same thing. Yeah, this is getting ridiculous. Yeah, Latin and everybody, yeah, this is getting ridiculous. Every time we look up, yeah, that is crazy. You know, that what they shoot the man for, what they end the man, why the woman this police officer empty a whole clip. A police officer in Texas, she going to the wrong apartment, and then take a Black man's life in his fucking apartment. Y'all got your nerve. So do some research, Mia, Dirty Feet. Do some research first. It is in no way, shape, or form to make it seem like other lives do not matter. They do. We're pointing out the ones that are being taken wrongfully with no consequences. Where people getting a slap on the wrist. While people are crying, devastated, mourning, fathers gone, mothers gone, like sons and daughters. Like, these people are going through, and the people that did it, nothing happens to. Nothing. They were doing their job. That's not happening to Pakistanians here, sweetie. Yeah. It's not happening to Syrian people. Then imagine this whole being pressed when we done taken how many Syrian refugees? How many Pakistani refugees have we taken in? Cut it. It's like, you got your nerve. How many Americans is Pakistani taken in? How many Americans is Syria taken in and taken care of and looking out for and giving shelter, food? They're not doing none of that. None of it. Shut the fuck up. Whole shit, it's fine for her to profit off of Black Lives Matter. Because, we invented rap. If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have been no motherfucking paper plane hoe. Whenever you get done. It's fine for y'all to steal from us. Because Pakistan ain't created no damn rap. Neither did Syria, none of that. Your claim to fame is us. Bow down. Recognize. Bow down. You got your nerve. You have a lot of nerve. Talking about what Beyonce and them don't say. Why would they? Why would they? They're not in Pakistan. They're not in Syria. You in America. You here. Which is weird. You in America saying what people that you don't support American causes. BLM is an American cause. If you want Syria, go to Syria. You want to fight for the Pakistanis, go to Pakistan. Bet you won't. Bet you won't. Girl, bye. You're not really in the fight because you don't care. Because that's what's going on with George Floyd. I was right there. Kendrick Lamar and many others did plenty when that happened to George Floyd and others. Breonna Taylors and all of that. They done looked out, helping the families, assisting the families, paying for funerals, helping out with the children, leaving them funds and stuff for college. I've done plenty. What the fuck have you done, Mia? What have you done for the Syrian people? What have you done for the Pakistanians? Nothing. Nothing. You fraud. Girl, bye. Shut up. You look and sound stupid. Shout out to Gen X for the super sticker. She says, I believe in reincarnation, and I feel like we all lived hundreds of yeses of Keith. Sorry, it jumped. To racism is stupid as hell. You think all the lives matter. You have all been the same color skin. But that's the thing. All lives do matter. When there is a campaign going in that only Black lives matter, I would understand people taking issue with that, because that's not true. Everyone's lives matter. Everyone's lives. Like, imagine we do what other people have done for centuries, but it's a problem. White people went around for years. White power, white power, white power, white power. We say Black power, and it's just, oh Lord, they want war. They want this. They want that. Well, then what did white people want when they yelled it? It was just fine for them to white power, white only pies, white pepperoons, Black bap. All of that was fine. Segregation was completely fine with white people. They segregated us. That was fine. But then we find pride in ourselves, we find pride in our skin tones and complexions, and find out that we are beautiful inside and out, and we want to be proud of that, then it's a problem. Then it's an issue. Then we are excluding others when we are the excluded. Hello? Like they say, Black people can't be racist. We also can't exclude. We're the less than, right? Yeah, we're niggers, right? The coloreds. That's us, right? Yeah. Our ancestors had to fight, and so do we. The fight rages on. Yeah. So that's what we do. The Black Lives Matter movement is no different than the Civil War and all of that stuff, and when the slaves were first being freed, and Emancipation Proclamation. It's no different. Juneteenth. It's no different. It's just us fighting to be treated equally, not better, equal. That's all. That's it. Correct. That's all. Not to be better, equal. That's it. Yeah, we don't want more because we're no, we're not gonna get it because we're due 30 acres and a mule. So y'all could give us at least 30 of those acres. We good. We good. We don't expect the whole 40 because we know better. But we could at least get 30, 32, 31, 32 acres, and we'll be fine. We'll feel closer to equal. Then, again, they try to break down everything we start. Black Wall Street was an amazing thing, and they destroyed it. So it's no different than Martin Luther King. They destroyed it. Malcolm X. They destroyed it. Any movement, like they destroyed it. The reason it didn't destroy Al Sharpton and people like that because they work for the man. They're employees of them. But when the message gets too big, when a person changes their mind, like I feel like Malcolm X and Martin Luther King worked for the man at one point. Like the FBI and people. I feel like they did. I feel like at one point they did, and I feel like it got to the point they ended up getting killed when they changed their mind. When they decided to do the right thing for Black people is when their lives were taken. Correct. They took Malcolm X's life when he decided, you know what, I'm truly gonna fight for my people. Like I know we had an agreement, but I can't do this. I need to fight for my people. Malcolm X, same thing. I know we had an agreement, but I gotta do what's right. Yeah. So Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson and all of them, they still work for him. That's the only reason they didn't get taken out. Otherwise, they would have been taken out. But now performers and people like that have way bigger voices than, anyone that can come out and, be an activist. So I think that's why activists aren't as big as they used to be. Because I feel like a lot of celebrities have taken on that role. And even people like on social media, just like, bloggers and stuff like me, we've taken that role. So shout out to Gen X again for the super sticker. She says Black K Lives Matter. I don't know what that means. I mean, the racist peoples have probably lived lives lots of different races. Yeah, I don't know what that means either, sweetie, but thanks. For the super sticker, the Black Panther leader too. Correct. A lot of them are double agents. Double agents appear to us one way so that they could use us for when they, need to bring us together and, for popular opinion, and then separate us, like when Malcolm X did pass away, of course they had to make it look like it was his own people that did it. Because then they already knew what would happen: looting, rioting in the streets, the black people combating the police departments, and stuff like that. They already knew if they find out what really happened to him, then it's like, yeah, we are gonna have a mass mess on our hands. We learned from Martin Luther King after all that stuff happened when he passed away. So how we gonna do it with Malcolm X? We're gonna do it like this. We're gonna have his own people, our double agents, take him out. People that are working for us. We'll just have them do it. So then the community will fight within itself instead of coming tearing up our businesses and, the white companies and stuff like that. No. Let's send their own people, because then it's an inner battle, instead of now it's the Muslims against the Christians and, and all of this stuff. Like, it was crazy. I'm sure back then it was a lot going on. Right, to create chaos and confusion. Yes, absolutely. And I think they overlooked that with MLK. So, because a lot happened after looting, riots, fires, all type of stuff happened after, and to white businesses. So they want to control it this time. I'm like, okay, well, this time we'll have it be them destroying their own businesses, them destroying their own properties, and whatnot. And that's what happened. So it was like an inner war, and that's why really there was no police assistance at the time, because it was our own businesses and stuff. Now, if it was the white businesses, like with MLK, then yeah, they would have been spraying us down in the street with the paddy wagon, beating them people, locking them up left and right, because it's their businesses. Like, but y'all can destroy y'all own, because we was gonna do it anyway. But if y'all can handle all lightweight and Molotov y'all own businesses and stuff like that, we surely appreciate it. Fuck niggers, go down there and fucking yeah, fuck niggers, fucking you go down there and you fucking tear up your own fucking shit. Hey, it wasn't us. It wasn't the whites. And I'm a girl. So that's what they did. Tore up their own businesses and and all of that, because we didn't know. Back then it was black people that went to that church or building and ended Malcolm X's life. That's all they needed to know. And it went down. So, yeah, I think that this is what people like Mia try to do. They like inner battles. They like because, again, what does BLM have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? Nothing. So to say, like, I don't F with it, like, so you don't think that black people that have been killed innocently deserve justice? You think that they deserve to be forgotten, so that the police officers and law enforcement that took the law into their own hands and wrongfully terminated lives, that they should be getting off? Because that's how the BLM movement started. It didn't start because we think we're better than other races and nationalities. That's not why it started. We don't say Black Lives Matter to exclude other races or nationalities or lives. All lives matter, correct, but they're all not being taken, goofy. Yeah. Why wouldn't a white person life matter? When they get pulled over, they just get pulled over. They get to get out the car, get out the cop, all of that. They do. They get to question them, all of that. Let us do. We can barely get out the car because we getting shot in the car. We ain't even making it out the car the majority of the time. So if that was happening to white people, then we would say white lives matter. If that kept happening to a bunch of Asian descent or people, yeah, Asian lives matter. That's happening to a bunch of Latino people, yes, Latin lives matter. Because that's what would be happening to, and I would happily support it with no issue. Like, yeah, because that's wrong. Nobody deserves that. So, yeah, no one. But the ones that it's happening to just so happen to be black. So that's what we're going to speak up for. Because that's what they all have in common. They're all black. Yeah, not white, not Pakistani, not Syrian, none of that. Black. Because, see, you naming places. We naming the skin complexion. You weird hoe. Yeah. Pakistani lives matter, so not anybody else that lives in the country, or just Pakistan? Not Iraq, not Iranians, none of those people? They don't matter, Mia? None of those people matter? Or what? Just Syrians and whatnot? Because those are places, not races. Okay? Our race is being attacked. Yeah. Due to approach. Not even speaking to the person before they're being slain. Breonna Taylor didn't get a chance to open up her mouth before she was pow-powed, and she didn't do nothing to nobody. She was not breaking the law. She did not have a weapon. None of that. And she is gone. A black life. Yeah. And she matters. Yeah. We don't want her to be forgotten. We don't want her family to think that we're not here for them, because we are. Hello? Hello? Got y'all fucking nerve. Girl. Weirdos. Shout out to Tiffany Willis. She says, thanks, Sean, so much for sharing knowledge with us while keeping it entertaining at the same time. You are truly gifted. I appreciate you, and I am proud to be an uncheckable. Oh, thank you so much, Tiffany. You're so sweet. Shout out to Tiffany Willis. You're so sweet. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Wasn't she literally asleep? Right. Right. Black lives are always in danger. And that's like, bitches act like that's something we want to like brag on. We just want to be safe. That's all. And it has helped a lot. Because it's not every single day we look up and it's a viral pow-powing of a black person somewhere. It's helped. That's what we're doing. We're kind of like creating awareness. Like, hi, we're here. You know, like creating awareness. That's it. Be aware of our lives and that they matter. Stop just feeling like y'all can end us because you think that every time you see a black person that they're a gangster gang member or they just out here committing crimes, they got weapons and all of this stuff, they out here to hurt y'all. And I'm like, what? Like, why do y'all feel that way? Like, we've come too far as a race. We've accomplished too much. Places like Baldwin Hills that's just basically celebrated with a bunch of black people that live in the area. And they live well. They're not out there pow-powing each other and all of that stuff. Like, no. Like, I mean, hello? We're not rabid dogs. We're housebroken. Hello? We exist. We matter. That's all it's for. So, yeah. All lives do matter. Yeah, they just all not being taken. That's it. That's simple. So, Mia, as far as I'm concerned, Dirty Jasmine. I'm gonna have to get out of here because we're gonna be going on. Are we going on coffee? Yes, I think we're going on coffee. Yes, so we're going on coffee. So I'm gonna meet you guys over there. Okay, I love you guys. The person I stopped following it, the amount of unnecessary didn't bother my spirit. We're here too. Right, absolutely. That's the they want out there. I agree. I do. I think the same thing. I do. But we're gonna get out of here. So I love you guys. I will be back on here tomorrow. I'm gonna try to keep my promise and go live every day. I'm gonna try to do that. So I love you guys, and thank you all for the super stickers, liking the video, the super chats, and all of that stuff. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. If you sent the Cash App, did you get my Cash App, Shine? One of a kind. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. I have not looked. I'm using my phone right now to be online. But thank you so much, One of a Kind, for the Cash App. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. I love you. And if anybody else sent me a Cash App, I'll thank you. On the tomorrow in the morning show. And again, thank you to One of a Kind today. Thank you to Ernestine, Leah, and Danielle for the Cash Apps that y'all sent me while I was either on coffee or we were off. I was offline. And y'all watched like a replay and decided to send one. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate it. So I will see y'all over coffee in a little bit. Okay. So oh no, you're fine. One of a Kind. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I just haven't been able to look. The coffee link is right there. JB, shout out to JB Bootsy. She just put the link in the chat for coffee. If you would like to get over there as well. So I love you guys. I will see y'all over there soon. Until then, bye. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I had fun. It was good. I like the topics today. Good topics today. So I love you guys. So I will talk to y'all at the next show. Until then, bye.